Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
The wild, wild west. It's never been more true than here in 21-22 for North Dakota high school hockey. And tonight we get a wild, wild west showdown inside of WDA conference play with the Blue Jays from Jamestown and the Magi from Minot High. Good afternoon and welcome into the Pepsi rink here at Mesa Arena. The beautiful 3-sheet device surface here at the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Beautiful venue, beautiful day for North Dakota high school hockey. Good afternoon. Hope you're ready for a good one here this late afternoon into the early evening. The Blue Jays from Jamestown come in at 4-1. They take on the Magi on their home ice, coming in on a record of 2 wins in the conference. No losses, but 2 losses in the shootout. So a 2-0-0-2 mark inside of West Region play. I'm Nick Hulberg. Glad to have you aboard for the Shields pregame show. Shields bringing you the pregame show here tonight for this WDA matchup on the PSP Network. Gear Passion Sports. Shields, really the only place you need to go when it comes to the holiday season and your Christmas shopping. Head to Shields. Find them online as well. Shields, from fashion to fishing to sports, you name it, whatever your passion, Shields has you covered. They bring you the pregame show here this afternoon for what should be a good one inside of West Region play. At the start of the year, we did a preview show inside of the WDA where we talked about who we thought was going to be good inside of North Dakota high school hockey here in 21-22. And these 2 teams were on the radar. Minot and Jamestown were predicted not only by the coaches, but by the staff at PSP Network and Bob Gillen at North Dakota High School Hockey.com to be some teams to watch for, and 2 of the 4 that will potentially end up in the North Dakota State High School Hockey Tournament. Well, why is that? You look at the depth of both of these teams and what they bring back to the table after last year, where Minot finished 2nd, Jamestown finished 3rd last year. The Blue Jays have a team that, of course, is led by Matt Stockert. Year number 17 or 18, we got to do some investigative work to figure that out. You'll hear that coming up in the pregame show here tonight. It's been a long time, nevertheless. 17 or 18 years for Matt Stockert, the Blue Jays head coach, and he's got a player in Nolan Nienow that is the real deal. Nienow's got 19 points coming in just 5 games this year. You heard that right, 19-5 for Nienow. He's only a junior and a player that is on the radar across junior hockey, across the state of North Dakota, and in the hockey landscape at the next level. He is the real deal. He goes against some of the familiar faces from Minot High, including Zach Deal, who's got 7 points, leading the Magi coming into tonight, and Ben Swankstu, who's got 4 goals, who leads the Magi with 6 points on the season. And a pair of goaltenders go toe-to-toe tonight as well, and Brody Hillstrom sitting on a 90% save percentage here in his senior year and a .267 goals against average. He goes against Noah Conklin tonight with a 92% save percentage and a .159 goals against average. Conklin has been good for the Magi here at 21-22. Minot High looking to come off of a victory at Legacy on Thursday night where they got an empty net goal to win 3-1, improving their record to 2 wins inside of conference play. The other win came against Century. Who did Jamestown play last? Well, they played Century and Troy Olson's Patriots last, and they won by a score of 3-2, but it needed overtime last night to get that job done. So both teams coming in on a win streak coming into the matchup here tonight, and 2 teams that look to continue the hot hand inside of West Region play to see if they could continue to climb the ladder and be at the top of the list when it's all said and done inside of conference play. When we come back, we're going to take a look around the state of North Dakota and the standings and top producers in all of the land. Then we'll come back and talk to Matt Stockert and Jason Bennett, both head coaches here tonight, as we get geared up and ready for this North Dakota high school hockey matchup on the PSP Network. It should be a good one here tonight. More of the Shields pregame show when we come back to the Magic City. We'll look at the standings across the West Region and the state of North Dakota. It's nice North Dakota high school hockey right here on the PSP Network.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
Time for the ice to be resurfaced tonight before this West Region Showdown on the PSP Network. We're live from the Pepsi Rink here at Mason Arena for North Dakota high school hockey tonight, where the Blue Jays and Magicians get together in an old school rivalry inside of West Region North Dakota high school hockey. Nick Hulberg, glad to have you on the call tonight. We'll be joined by former Minot High great, former University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux, Mr. Matt Morelli as well. He'll be joining us here tonight for the call, which is always great having Matty Moe on the air with us. He'll be joining us after just a while here tonight as we get geared up and ready for the showdown tonight on the PSP Network. Time to take a look at the standings in North Dakota, brought to you by Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services for your home or business. Find them online. I'm sorry for your... let me start that over one time. Magic City Inspections is a locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. My goodness. Find them online at minotinspections.com. We can probably talk to that staff. They could probably inspect the building for your business as well if that's what you're looking to do. But it's minotinspections.com and NorthDakotaHighSchoolHockey.com that bring you the look around the state of North Dakota and the standings here tonight. In the East region, Davies is unbeaten at 8-0 overall. They're 6-0 in the conference. They're number 1. Red River and Central fought each other all the way into a shootout just the other night. 5-1 for the Rough Riders. They're number 2. Fargo South Shadley is 4-1. They're number 3. Central's at 4-2. They're 4-3 overall. They're number 4 inside the East region. Fargo North is at number 5. West Fargo number 6. Grafton number 7. West Fargo Cheyenne number 8. And Devils Lake is at number 9. Mayville Portland at number 10, not playing a conference schedule. In the West region, the Demons are number 1. They're 4-0 inside of conference play. Jamestown at 4-1, currently number 2 inside the West. Legacy's at 3-3 after their most recent loss to Minot, which moves Minot to 4th. Legacy's at 3 right now. And then you've got Mandan at number 5, Dickinson at 6, Williston at 7, Bottineau Rugby at 8, Bismarck Century at 9, and Hayes and Beulah at 10. Other games across the region tonight and across the state tonight. You've got Mayville at Lake of the Woods, Baudette, Bismarck High at Williston at 3:30. We'll look for an update to that one as our day continues. That is a big matchup inside of the West region here today. And South Shadley is at Red River. There's a look around the state of North Dakota, the other games to take place today, and the standings brought to you by Magic City Inspections. We'll do this right this time. It's a locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online at minotinspections.com. Kind of like Anchorman, if it's on the teleprompter, I could usually just read it right off of there, hey? 11:25 away from the start of tonight's contest with the official introductions tonight. We have more business to attend to here on our Shields pregame show. We will talk to both coaches when we come back to the PSP Network. We'll start with Matt Stockert, head coach of the Blue Jays. Then we'll talk to Jason Bennett, the coach and head coach of the Magi. We'll do that when we return. It's North Dakota High School Hockey right here on the PSP Network. Time now for our Tires Plus Coaches Corner. Tires Plus with all brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. Find them online, TiresPlusND.com. We're now joined by the Jamestown Blue Jays head coach, Mr. Matt Stockert. 17 years behind the bench for the Blue Jays. You ever get sick of this? I asked Troy Olsen that same question, but you ever get sick of the road trips and all the extra fun that come along with this gig?
You know, I think it might be longer than 17. I don't know, but I mean, it might be 18. I think it was 03, 04, so we're pushing the gauntlet somewhere, I guess. But time flies. You have fun with the kids, and it's about making the relationships with the boys and watching them grow from sometimes freshmen, but for sure sophomores into juniors and into seniors, and you know, it's been a fun ride for sure, and who knows how long it's going to last. I don't know. People keep asking me how long you're going to do this, and I honestly can't give them an answer. So it's just fun, and we just look for one day at a time, and we try to look to get better every single day.
I got to ask you this. I know obviously there's been parity before inside of West Region play, but here in 21-22, can you touch on that? I mean, this is obviously the Wild Wild West again here this season.
Well, it's not. I mean, I think the crazy thing about it is you look over on the east side of the state and you're seeing that same parity over there as you are over here, and we'll get a sniff of that next Tuesday when we play West Fargo Cheyenne. But I think just in the grand scheme of things, you talk about the West Region having parity. We've seen it a few times where 1 through 6, or not necessarily 1 through 6, but maybe necessarily 2 through 6 or 7 or whatever. They're fighting for that 4 or 5 spot or whatever, or the 3, 4, 5 spot and all that good stuff. You kind of know who the 1 or the 2 is going to be, or it might be flopped or whatever, but I told the kids at the beginning of the year, and I keep reminding them, I said, the one thing that's going to be for certain this year is nothing's going to be easy. You guys are going to have to make things easy in order for things to be easy, and every day and every night's going to be hard, and that's how we want it, to be perfectly honest with you.
Touch on Nolan Nino. Obviously, with 19 points and 5 games played, he's a special player. Where do you think he ranks as far as Blue Jays all time? I mean, he's obviously in the top 5 list, maybe. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's a pretty fair assessment, I think. And I think in the grand scheme of things that you talk about individual talent and how good is he right now. I think what people a lot of times don't understand, because they're not around him every single day like we are, is his ceiling is so high, Nick. I mean, there's more there, and we're trying to push him to get to that area and continue to get better. And I think if that happens, I think the sky's the limit for the young man.
Touch on the matchup last night. You guys take down Century in a close one. Overtime was needed down there. You come into Minot tonight after a win, looking to keep the ball rolling. First, how was the game last night against Century?
It was good. I thought we played a good overall game up and down the ice. We did a good job in our defensive zone and did some good things in the neutral zone and had a lot of offensive zone time. And the only disappointing thing that I have up through 5 games right now is we're 11% on scoring as far as how many shots we're taking on net. I mean, when you're talking in 5 games, you put in 237 shots, is I believe what we counted today, in 5 games. I mean, you're averaging almost 50 shots a game, and I mean, you take the one game out of Hazen where, I think we had like 69 shots or some god-awful thing, but you still take, 170 shots into 4 games, and you're talking about 40 plus a game. So we need to increase that percentage as far as I'm concerned, and I think the message today that we had, with pregame meetings and stuff was literally, it doesn't matter who you're playing with. You just need to play the game the right way up and down the ice, and whoever you're out there on the ice with, if all 3 and 4 and 5 of you are doing the things that need to be done in order to win a hockey game, we're going to do that. That's the message today. It's going to be a fun one. We always appreciate your time. Best of luck. Great to see you here in the Magic City. Happy holidays as well. Yeah, and on the flip side, back to PSP, and I've watched you guys start the coverage here a few years ago and whatnot, and you guys are doing all the gauntlet of sports and all that good stuff, and you guys are growing, which is great. But as far as I'm concerned, when there's a game on PSP, I'm watching it because the coverage is good, and it doesn't really matter what it is. So thank you for your guys' time and dedication to the high school athletes in North Dakota. We sure appreciate you. Best of luck again here tonight. Yeah, absolutely. That's Matt Stockert, the head coach of the Jamestown Blue Jays. When we come back, we'll talk to Jason Bennett, the co-head coach of the Magi. It's high school hockey tonight. The Blue Jays and Magicians from the Pepsi rink here in Minot. Welcome back to our Shields pregame show. Time now for our Tires Plus Coaches.
Where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom?
I think your quash leader valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Back to the Shields pregame and more of the Tires Plus Coach's Corner. We're now joined by the Minot High co-head coach, Mr. Jason Bennett. Coach, first of all, another Saturday afternoon. Do you like the Saturday game?
I think so. An afternoon game is it's good. It's nice to be the away team in a game like this. Obviously, you got to get up a little early in the morning, but you get home. So I know when we're on the road, we don't mind these Saturday afternoon games. And there's not much going on in town, I don't think, today. So it should be a pretty good fan section, pretty good student section.
Touch on the last game against Bismarck Legacy, a 3-1 victory for your Magi over the Sabres from Legacy, an empty net goal at the end. Seemed like a lot of good flow in the hockey game. Your overall thought and takeaway from last Thursday night's affair?
Yeah, it was probably one of the more rewarding wins for us in the last few years. A gutsy win. You know, we really were hurting last week practice. We didn't practice Monday. We kind of had an optional skate on Tuesday. A bunch of kids with influenza, AA, sickness, and we had some kids that really gutted it out on Thursday night, and we did enough to take the win. We had some really good goaltending from Conklin, which is nice to see. His numbers are starting to creep up there where we hope he'd be, and we were happy to get away with a 3-1 win.
How is the team right now? I know obviously you touch on the sickness through the room. Are you guys getting back to 100%?
You know, we're getting better. I don't think we're at 100%, but I think we're much better than we were Thursday. I think sometimes you have to have a night like that where you go out there and you physically exert yourself to kind of get the crud and the coughs and stuff like that out of your system, which we did. So, yeah, we got no excuses tonight. You know, obviously we got a full lineup, and we just need to play our game here at home.
How big do you think it was to score first and get that early swing in your favor? First time in 5 nights that's happened for your Magi.
You know, we said it was important just because we really didn't know how much gas we'd have left in the tank in the third period. You know, we've had to exert a lot of energy in other third periods, and fortunately for us, we were up 2-0 going into the third, and not that we could put it on cruise control, but, you know, you didn't have to exert as much energy when you're ahead. And I thought we put a really, really good third period against Legacy, and we've done that about 3 games around the third period. So hopefully tonight we don't have to play a really good third period to win it, but the way the West Region's going this year, I think probably that's going to be the case most nights.
It's been a shootout for sure across the board, no pun intended, with your record and your schedule here this year. Touch on Zach Deal just a little bit. He's a player that kind of has a quiet 7 points, but leads the Magi right now. How much do you look for a guy like that to continue on the pace he's on right now?
Yeah, it's good. He was probably the sickest kid we had on Thursday night, and he gutted out. But, you know, he's a senior. He's been here for 4 years. He's a captain. And, you know, you hate to put that on his shoulders, but I think he knew the importance of that game with kind of the previous 2 games. We hadn't played as well as we probably would have wanted to. He's a good kid, man. He's skilled. He does things the right way. He probably doesn't have as many points a lot of times as he should because he plays so well in his own zone. And he's got a tough task tonight. You know, he'll be matched up against that Nino line, and he defends as well as any of our centers. So he'll have his hands full, but we have all the confidence in the world in him.
Plenty of keys any night, and again, no coach's corner would be the same without the cliche hockey questions, but shutting down that Nino line tonight, is that the key to a success here?
I think it sure helps. You know, Jamestown has played us tough the last few years, whether we've been better, whether they've been better. You know, I think they were picked to finish higher than us this year, so maybe we use that as a little bulletin board material. We've played really, really good players well in the past, whether it's Amsba, whether it's Nino. So I think that'll be our focus. I hate to say it, you know, but we're gonna try to make somebody else on that team beat us, and he'll be a focus of ours. We play our game, you know. I think we're deeper than them, honestly, and you know, Coach Stockert would say they're deeper than us, or we're probably pretty equal. So it should be a fun, exciting game, and hopefully we don't go into a shootout tonight.
100%. We sure appreciate you, as always, and best of luck here today.
All right, great. Thanks.
That's Jason Bennett, the co-head coach of the Minot High Magicians. When we come back, we'll get ready for our opening draw tonight. It's the Blue Jays and the Magi in a West Region Saturday afternoon affair right here on the PSP Network.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads,
We make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm. Well, let's put a cap on our Shields pregame show as we get ready for tonight's West Region Showdown inside of North Dakota High School Hockey here tonight. The pregame show tonight brought to you by our friends at Shields Gear Passion Sports. The only place you need to go for your holiday shopping is Shields of the Magic City. They bring you the pregame show for all these matchups here on the PSP Network. Nick Hulberg alongside a former Minot High great, former forward for the University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux, Mr. Matt Morelli. Before we bring you in, we got to tell you about our opening face-off brought to you by 701 Realty tonight. Andrew Goodmanson checked in, as he always does. Any guesses tonight?
Hard to tell with Goody. He's a wild card.
He is a wild card. As Andrew Goodmanson would say, there was once a time that I painted a chicken blue. Then the cops were called when I was chasing him around my yard outside. Thanks, Goody, for checking in. 701 Realty brings you the opening draw tonight. 701realty.com. Minot High's in white. Jamestown's in blue tonight. We're live from the PSP Network. Again, Nick Hulberg on the call with Matt Morelli as the Magi take it down into the offensive corner and work it away to the far side wing. Brody Hillstrom against Noah Conklin here tonight. We'll have that goaltender matchup for you in a moment as well, as through center ice it comes away to Deal, and Deal's going to work it away to the near side. Zach Deal being hounded here on the near side wing. Puck's going to come back away now to Mac Morelli. Takes it back underneath the goal line in his own defensive zone. Morelli, 5 points on the year, leading all freshmen in the state of North Dakota. Here's a drive that came in, went wide on the blocker side of Conklin. Pushed back up to center, and the roller comes right back in on Hillstrom's glove side, where he lets that one go back in behind for Tyson Jorgensen. Up off the far side wall, taken here by Esslinger momentarily. Puck is tied up at neutral. Freed now, and back with it is Freeman. Freeman works it across to his partner Deal, and Deal works it back up into the offensive zone with Esslinger, who drops it off to Jones, who's back in the lineup. Jones was out sick this week with a handful of the Magicians. Big hit far wall for Morelli. Puck's freed. Little toe drag for Morelli. Frees it now. Here's Esslinger trying to crash in. He goes into the blue paint. Hillstrom gave Esslinger a little extra. How do you do? That's what you expect tonight in a WDA showdown with the Magi and the Blue Jays. Jones was tripped up on the play.
That probably should have been a call there.
No call coming that way. It comes off of Conklin. By the way, Andy Carton and Jake Stack, the officials here tonight. Old school, if you will, here in tonight's matchup of this WDA affair. Here's a drive from the line. Hit traffic out in front. Puck is going to go to the corner where Brooks Roldson goes after it. The Magi take it back, and Morelli chips it out to center. Goes off of Zach Rainey, and Rainey's got it back over on the far side. Darts it through center. Comes back into Minot High territory. Gerhardt's in after it, and Gerhardt's down in the corner under the far side wing where he's pasted there by Deal. Puck comes back up, high up off the glass. Minot High trying to push out. They can't. Held in. Here comes a drive coming. Big blocker stop out in front. Buckmeyer now has it. He tries to spin it out of the zone, but it's Eli Hansen that takes it for a stroll back in behind his own net. Blue Jays have it again. You're looking for Ninow tonight He wears number 13. Hunter Nelson has 12 points. He wears number 22. They're on the ice right now. And the top producing unit inside the West region. Comes back away to the near side wing. Drop back down from Eli Hansen down to the corner. Good pace early on here tonight. Haven't even got to hear you talk yet, Matt. It's been a good one so far. Up and down the ice surface. Niedow from the corner. Taking it down underneath the goal line. He can wheel and deal. He works it back up top. Comes away down from Jorison. Sent that one across. Down to the corner again it comes. Nelson in after it. Worked back up top. Jorison has it again. Shuffled back away on the near side wall. Out with it. This is Hunter Nelson. Wrist shot coming. Sent it in. That one hit traffic. Went wide. Minot High trying to push it out of there. They do now. And it comes out to center. The rolling puck is regrouped here by the Blue Jays in their own territory with one of their starting D-men. That's Connor McLaughlin. 6 points for him on the year. Up to center. Goes off of Swangstu. Then it hits traffic. Comes back into the possession of Bradley. Bradley has it escape him. Comes back underneath the net. Right back behind Noah Conklin. Goes back away on the far side wall. Swangstu trying to move it out. And the forecheck is on here from the Blue Jays, who have had it pinned him out in high territory for the last, call it, minute and a half. Comes back away down to Jaden Luck, who turns it back into his own territory. He scored first against Legacy the other night on Thursday, where Minot won 3-1 against the Sabres. And an early lead for the Magi that hadn't happened in the 4 previous games that they played. They gave up the first goal in the first 4 games of the season. Talked about that in the pregame show tonight with Jason Bennett, how beneficial that was to their overall mission. Here comes Luck. He's going to have a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck's going to skate it down, turns it upstairs. Oh, went off the bar and into the protective mesh. Jaden Luck almost made it 1-0. We'll finally get to bring in our broadcast partner here, Matt Morelli. 12:41 left in the first. How do you like the tempo tonight?
It's good so far, but Minot's had a few opportunities to clear the zone, and they're not making that first pass quick enough. They're a chance to chip it off the wall, and you're a half second slow. You can't do that against these good teams. Good shot by Luck there. That's what you need. Put them on net. But Minot's got to sharpen up a little bit in their own zone. You've got to be a little more crisp because you don't have a lot of time.
Puck's handled here by the Blue Jays. They're going to try to push it up to the near side wing. They do. It comes to center. Freeman had it momentarily. Still a scrum for it. Comes back away at the center ice stripe. Comes back in about in high offensive territory, but it's taken here by Freeman. He's back in with it. He's got Morelli with him. Fired it on. Morelli and Freeman were in. Morelli called for it. Freeman just fired it. Ed Hillstrom had the glove on it. He's going to hang on to it. And a face-off coming on the Jamestown net keeper's blocker's side. Scoreless in the first. 12:18 left to play in the opening period.
Well, Hillstrom's a big goaltender. I think you're going to have to. You got to keep the shots down on this guy. He's really takes up a lot of net out there. I mean, he seems twice the size of Conklin out there.
Puck's back to the near side line. That one's going to be knocked down at the blue line from Michael Mahoney. Mahoney with a nice job trying to clear the zone. Now he just soccers it out. Freeman sends it back in off to Morelli, and Morelli sends it in. We'll give you those goaltender numbers at our next whistle, as promised. Taken away here by the Blue Jays. They're in with it. This is Romsdahl. Romsdahl turns and fires. Conklin says not yet tonight, and he'll make the save.
So I'm saying turnovers are going to be crucial for Minot. You can't give up the puck like that at the red line or just in that neutral zone. You got to be sure. Worst case, just fire it in and get it and take the whistle. Either it's going to be a tag up offsides or just get an icing call. We'll take that, but you can't. Don't get in that game with Jamestown on these outnumbered rushes.
Conklin comes in tonight with a 92% save percentage and a 1.59 goals against average. He's got another stop here. He makes that save. He goes against Brony Hillstrom tonight on a 2.67 goals against average and a 90.2% save percentage. Those numbers delivered by the UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Both kids are seniors here in the high school careers. Both kids have pretty good numbers coming into tonight, meaning both teams are going to need to find a way to score in this one. Swangstu carries it in. He's got Deal with him. Deal shuffled it down, taken away on the far side from McLaughlin. Comes back away now out in front. Loose here, turning. Deal sent it wide of the cage with the help of the D-man down low. That was Jorgensen out front. Came to Swangstu, hopped over his tape, and then Swangstu fired it into traffic of Michael Mahoney. And Mahoney causes some trouble here where it comes back up into the possession for the Blue Jays back in their own territory. Can you imagine Andrew Goodmanson from 701 Realty spray painting a chicken blue?
No.
Far side wall it comes. Out to center. It's going to be sent all the way down on the glove side of Conklin. There's an icing. 10:51 left of the opening period. We're still deadlocked at a scoreless hockey game tonight to the Magic City.
I don't want to say I'm like the most handyman guy, but Goody is definitely not. I don't even think he would know where to start.
You find me the guy that knows where to start on how to paint a chicken blue, and we've got another conversation to be had probably here. On the near side wall, it comes out in front. That's something, it's an inside joke that's been going on for 10 years of Minot High hockey. The opening faceoffs brought to you by Andrew Goodmanson at 701 Realty. Pucks up and out of play. It all started, that whole thing, we could do a podcast on where that started. We were actually living together. We were just young guys, living in town together after college. And I was on my way to Bismarck for a matchup with the Century Patriots one night and left him a voicemail and just said, hey, like 2 Rams on a side hill tonight, Goody. Patriots and Magi are going to rumble. It's kind of like something you would say. I left him on the voicemail, and then I got to the rink and decided that I would just say that he said that anyway. And next thing you know, here we are 10 years later and 10 highlight reels of that later. It's always something interesting that he comes up with.
Blue Jays and banana cream pie.
That's exactly right. 10:14 left in the first. Nobody's on the board yet. Good flow to the hockey game already. Shots are 5-2 in favor of the Blue Jays. They come off of a win over Century last night. Minot comes off their most recent win over Legacy. Dump and chase in on Hillstrom. He goes down to the pillows, and Brody Hillstrom will make the save. He'll hang on to it here with 9:55 left in the opening period. Nobody on the board on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard.
Oh, I think that's a good whistle for Minot. Take those offensive face-offs. We got to start winning. We said before, Minot's got to get better in those face-offs. We've lost a lot. I mean, you can lose them, but boy, the ones in the offensive zone, that's an opportunity for a shot on goal.
Taken and dumped away there from Esslinger on the near side wing. Comes down low now for Mat Morelli. Puck's taken back here by Gerhardt, and Gerhardt's going to try to push it up the wall where it's going to be held in by Reed Cooper. You talk about Hillstrom and his size, officially in the program, Matt, 6'5", 210 pounds. The kid's an absolute monster back there, like Ben Bishop in goal, former NHL great Dallas Stars, that just announced his retirement here recently. Goaltenders used to be small. That kind of used to be the tail of the tape. The little guys, not always, but a lot of the times. This one's right in on goal as Jones goes down. He's scrubbing for it. We're going to have our first call of the night. Interference is coming here on the Blue Jays, and the Magi are going to get their first power play of the hockey game. As to the box will go number 3, Connor McLaughlin. I believe it's going to be an interference coming here from Andy Carton. Let's see. It's a tripping call, rather. Power plays out nevertheless for the Magi.
Good things happen when you keep your feet moving. You're being aggressive and getting on those loose pucks. You keep your feet moving. Make them drag you down. Hook, hold, those types of penalties. We'll take those anytime.
Bradley's up at the line. He's going to handle here. Work back down to deal from the corner. Jones sent it backdoor, swings to crashing in. He was unable to connect. And we go back the other way. Nelson's in all alone. Fired on. Oh, big stop there from Noah Conklin on the shorthanded chance for Hunter Nelson, one of the tops of the West region, looking for goal number 4, point number 13. And Conklin got the pad down and denied him. Puck comes back away down to the Blue Jays. Sortland takes it here on the near side. Fired all the way down. It's going to roll in on Conklin. Conklin left that one out in front of the net, and Bradley's back to retrieve on it. Talk to Derwin Hauser, former Minot High forward. He's in the building tonight. We're going to talk to him at the intermission tonight. Went on to Grand Canyon to play college hockey. Sounds like he's on his way to Thief River Falls to play some junior hockey coming up. We'll talk to Hauser at the break here tonight. Puck sent all the way down the length of the ice as the kill for Jamestown is down all the way to 57 seconds. Foot race to the other end of the ice, and it's Rolson that beats Bradley down after it. Now Bradley's going to try to pin him up. Morelli's in to help out as well. And the puck is still tied up down and deep. Freed now here onto the tape for Briggs Pickard. And Pickard back behind the net is going to drop it off to Morelli. And Morelli is going to say, okay, come and get me. I'm just going to turn the motor on and go out of the zone. Morelli's up over center, avoids a check and dumps it in. 7:37 to play. Opening period. Nobody on the board. 25 seconds remains of power play time as Buckmeyer on the near Side corner, he's hauled up down and deep. Jorison's in there for the Blue Jays. Comes back to Morelli underneath the goal line. Morelli went down. Puck is going to come back away down to Esslinger, and Esslinger's got it on the far wall. PK looks good tonight here for the Blue Jays. Minot High having their issues, but it's Esslinger firing. There he gets a good shot off, and the stop is made. Jamestown's at full strength. Morelli's got it back behind the net. Here's Mac Morelli, worked it up to the point. Came away down to Pickard. Pickard back to Morelli. Into the corner, off of Buckmeyer. Comes back to Morelli. They continue to scrub it out. Pickard has it here. He's going to walk into the lane. He'll turn and fire. Oh, big blocker save. That one was floating upstairs, and Hillstrom shut the door. Comes back up down to Buckmeyer. Look out, Andy Carton. That was a headhunt. Almost got the official upstairs. Puck is sent all the way down by the Blue Jays, and an icing that they needed. Do you think Andy Carton needs to go to the room and change his shorts after that one? That one was flying at him.
Yeah, you got to be ready. I mean, it's like you never know these guys the way they fire the puck. But yeah, if you're Minot, I mean, you got to get some quality. Probably move the puck a little better. I mean, we're still having. We have the opportunities there, but you just got to be quicker. You don't have a lot of time. We can't get Jamestown don't let them get set up.
Bradley's going to touch. Minot High's going to go shorthanded. Pickard's going to go to the box on an interference call as he used the body to slow down Hunter Nelson. And he's going to be charged, and into the sin bin he will go. Minot High's going to find themselves shorthanded, and here comes the Blue Jay power play. For the second, is this the second Blue Jay power play of the game? Do I have that right?
I think it's just the first.
This is the
first time. First time. Yep, first one.
I don't know what I have here. I had a Blue Jay power play marked on my score sheet. I didn't think that was right. 6:26 left here in this first period. Minot did have one. Minot went 0 for 1 on the power play. That just came to a close a moment ago. Pickard in the box on the 2-minute interference call. How do you like the matinee game? Saturday at 4 o'clock, you like it?
Yeah, they're okay. It's good. It's probably a little different for these guys. They got to change their routines, but I mean, that's the way it is. Same for both teams.
Nidau fires across the goal mouth, went wide to the corner. Comes back up top. Blue Jays working around, set right out in front. Down to the corner again it comes. Mahoney's in after it, and now it's Nidau that drops it in. Back away it came from McLaughlin, dropped it back to Nidau, sent down in front for Nelson. Bradley was there with the big reach, put the stick on it, freed it on the near side wing, but it's the Blue Jays that retain possession. Comes back up top. Across it came from McLaughlin, sent it wide of the goal. 5:44 to play in a scoreless first period. A minute 14 remains of power play time, the first of the night for the Blue Jays. Here on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard.
Nice play by Deal there. Stuck with it, kind of pressured him, and little stick work. You just got to kind of want to will that you're going to get the puck from those guys. And good play by Zach.
Puck's taken here by the Magi. That was luck that just sent it all the way down to the other end of the ice for his D-men to come and get it. Bradley's going to fire this one all the way out and down. 200 feet it goes again. And Minot High's penalty kill looks as good as Jamestown does here in the first with 5:08 remaining in our opening period.
That's the thing on the penalty kill. It doesn't have to be fancy. You got a split second. You got to fire that thing down, and it's got to be hard. Just get it out of your zone. That's your goal every time.
Across the middle it came. It was disrupted. Mahoney had it. Set back up top. Big stop Conklin. Side of the cage. Sent wide by Gavin Gerhardt. And it comes back away from Swankstu, and he'll clear this one down the length of the ice again. All the way down in behind Hillstrom. It comes around to the near side wing. Puck's taken now by Zalumskis, and Zalumski's got it down the near side wing. Jared Zalumskis is in. Fires a high riser over the glove of Conklin. Here comes Pickard out of the box, and we're back to 5-on-5. Puck's taken back away to the near side wing at the line. Tipped out in front, all wide open. Shot missing the mouth of the goal was Gerhardt on an excellent opportunity. It was almost 1-0 Jamestown. Goal mouth was wide open. Just missed right to the blocker side. That's one that's going to haunt Gerhardt's dreams, you'd have to think.
Wide open net, that's frustrating, but I mean, it's might have got a break there. Just call it lucky.
Way to the near side it comes. Rainey's out to center. Taken in touch there for a moment by Matson. Taken back by Nidau, and here he comes up through center. He tripped over the red line. Takes it down into the corner. Nidau is going to be Upended and hounded by two magicians, taken back away by the Magi. Manson's trying to clear it out of there. He is not going to be able to do so because Hunter Nelson has it back out in front. Loose puck, right in the slot. Puck comes back away now to Bradley. Bradley goes hard off the glass, and the roller comes in on Hillstrom, right to the left of the cage. Icing's waved off as McLaughlin's got it back. He'll fire back up to the near sideline, trying to clear his own end. Goes off of Lundy, and it comes back into the possession here. Sorry, that's Roldson rather. Comes away here on the near side. He tries to move it out ahead, but it's going to be worked back deeper into the Blue Jay zone where Rainey has it. He went back over now to Nelson, and Nelson starts his motor back in behind Hillstrom in the Blue Jay net. Hit by Mat Morelli. Comes back up to center across that red line. The Blue Jays are tripping on the red line. Not sure what's going on there.
Sniper.
Yeah, puck comes back away now. In front of the Minot High goal. Pickard has it here. 2:40 to play in the opening period. Nobody on the board. Pickard falls over the red line. I've never seen anything like it. It's like 3 or 4 guys, right? As soon as they cross center, they just hit the deck. Puck comes back over from Jones. He sends it all the way down. And the puck is going to be picked up back here by Zalewski's. He'll start his motor back up over center. He's going to be in over the blue line now. 2-on-4, sent it out in front. Went wide of the cage, comes back now into the possession here for Freeman, and Freeman starts the rush. Good up and down hockey game developing here as Swangstu brings it in. Swangstu on the near side, sends it into the catching mitt of Hillstrom. And the 6th save of the hockey game is made by Brody Hillstrom, and we remain scoreless.
Well, I mean, both teams is kind of back and forth right now, but you're still missing on some passes. I mean, you have to be, it doesn't matter how many games and so many nights, and you've got to be ready, and you've got to be little things are what get you at the end and get you using the positive side, like for wins. But Minot's got to just, I think, not too bad. Just they got to realize that Jamestown is a little more aggressive. They're coming after him. When Ninau's on the ice, you better beware that guy's out there. He is good, he's crafty, and there's a reason why he's got 16, 18, 20 points is because he's always around the puck.
He will make you pay, there's no doubt about that. They had Thompson with them last year, and Thompson was up at the top of the list as well inside the West region. He graduated, so now it's Nelson and Ninau. Missing Thompson on that top unit, but still the points are coming for the Blue Jays. We talked to Matt Stockert in the pregame tonight, in the Shields pregame show tonight, and we talked about how they've just fired the puck away at their opponents. They just have not been able to find a way to score, and a point of emphasis for Stockert, the Blue Jays here tonight. They only register 19 shots against per game, but the Blue Jays are floating around 40 shots taken a night, but they've only scored on average 4.5 per game compared to the 1.6 that they've given up. But of course, when you look at those numbers in the stat calculator, you've got Hayes and Beulah in there and a 10-0 victory, which throws all those numbers off quite a bit.
Well, aside from Hazen, most of the games are going to be pretty tight. I mean, nothing against Hazen. It's just the other teams, it's relatively pretty close. As far as caliber, any given night, somebody's going to get beat.
Way on the near side wing, Blue Jays are up to center again. Ninau's hit hard there by Buckmeyer. Final minute of play in the period. Thank you, Thor Nelson, former NHL official, on the call inside the penalty box here tonight. Pickard's back in underneath his own net. He has his pocket picked there by Ninau. Ninau back to Nelson, and Hunter Nelson has it here. Nelson down to the corner, looks for Ninau, sends it out front to him. Knocked out of there by Pickard. All the way up to the line. Blue Jays hold. Final half a minute to play in the opening period. Puck's away on the near side wing, and up to center it comes for the Magi. With it is Buckmeyer. He's going to send it down into the corner. Hillstrom's out of the net to play it. All right, kids, you know what time it is. We're down to 17 seconds to play in the period. Caught him down from 10 seconds coming up right now. We're at 10, now 9, now 8. Puck comes back away now here to Esslinger. He moves it up the near side wing. We're down to 5 seconds, now 4. Keep away at center. And Minot High just pokes it into the zone. And that's how our first period comes to a close here tonight.
Well, not a bad period. I mean, either team, I think, is saying, like, feel the other team out. Jamestown wants to get the bus legs out of their way, and Minot, same thing. You've had some guys with illnesses, and call it what you want, nagging injuries. That's part of hockey. Every team's going to have those. But if you're Minot, we had some. There was some pockets of good play, crisp play, but there was also some sloppy play where they've got to get better in their own zone. We say making that first pass. You're inside your own blue line and you're in doubt. It's got to be out. There's no question there. It makes so many things more easy for your teammates. Takes the pressure off. Most of the time, let's not run around. Goals are scored because guys are out of position and running around. They get tired. Maybe too long a shift. You can't against these guys. You can't do that. Minot's line is going to be out there all the time. That's a guarantee. You can say what you want. Coach say you got to roll 3 lines, 4 lines. It doesn't matter. You're in a game. You're going to do what you think you got to do to win the game. If that means your best player putting them out there every other shift, so be it. But that's the way you got to do. I think there's got to be more physical with him.
It's going to be fun to see the corrections made in between the second and the first. We'll talk to Jordan Willard coming up. We'll see if we can get Derwin Hauser in here as well to talk to him about his career after North Dakota high school hockey and his continued hockey career. We'll talk to him when we come back as well. That all happens in the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Comes up next on the PSP Network. We're through 17 minutes. Nobody's on the board yet. It's North Dakota high school hockey here on the PSP Network.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm. An up and down battle inside this West Region high school hockey affair tonight. Minot and Jamestown deadlocked at the end of one period played on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Time for our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Premier Chiropractic focused on the overall health and improving the overall health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. You can find them online, premierchiropracticnd.com. We've got Derwin Hauser up here in the booth here tonight. And Derwin Hauser, a former Minot High magician, forward. We will talk to Jordan Willard if we can effort him after this conversation here in about 4 minutes, if that works for Coach Willard. We'll see if we can get him at that point here tonight. If that works, thank you, Coach. Derwin joins us now. Hauser, welcome back to the Magic City, man. Last year graduating from Minot High, you go on, you play some college hockey right out of the gate at Grand Canyon University, and it sounds like now you're making the transition back to some junior hockey experience in Thief River Falls. First of all, how are things going, man? Are you doing well?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm just getting over the flu, but other than that, pretty well.
Life is good. What's it like coming back to the Pepsi rink to watch a high school hockey game instead of showing up to play in a high school hockey game?
It's weird. It is weird, but it's fun to watch these young guys like Matt Morelli. Every game I've seen, he's had a point, at least 1 point. So it's fun to watch him.
Touch on your career a little bit here. You go down and go to Grand Canyon University right after high school. Saw that you were just lighting it up down there, man. There was a game where you had a hat trick, it looked like, and some good points for you. What was that experience like hopping into the college hockey rinks?
Oh, that first game where I scored that hat trick goal, that was probably the best feeling I think I've had in hockey. So fun. You can't describe it. The energy there was unreal. It was fun. So fun.
You make the decision to go to Thief River. How did that process work for young kids out there? Tell us how that worked. I mean, is that something that you were calling upon, or did they call upon you, or how did that go?
A little bit both ways. So I know they were down a couple of players with like injuries and stuff like that, and the coach reached out to me, and he heard from Riley Opperud that I was interested in coming to play, and I confirmed that when he called me. So yeah.
The rest is history. When do you report to Thief River?
January 3rd.
Good for you, man. We're excited to see how your hockey career continues on, and great job, man. Keep working hard. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Always fun to catch up with some of the alumni.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You bet. That's Derwin Hauser, former Minot High magician forward. We sure appreciate his time here tonight. We're going to bring Matt Morelli back in just a moment, but first, a look at the period stats brought to you by our friends at Clean Tech. 24/7 disaster response and restoration services at Clean Tech. Find them online, cleantechllc.us. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. This will go pretty quick. Why is that? Well, nobody scored in the first period, and only 7 shots were registered on goal in that opening period for each team. 7 saves for Conklin, 7 saves for Hillstrom, 7 shots fired from their opponents, and we're scoreless at the end of 1 period play. Clean Tech again brings you 24/7 disaster response and restoration services for your home or business. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. It's cleantechllc.us. Big thanks again to Clean Tech. Well, we'll come back. We'll have Matt's thoughts on the period. We'll also talk to Jordan Willard as we get ready for our second frame. Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report continues on when we come back to the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. We're through one tonight for North Dakota high school hockey.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. so you can smother your dinner salad with it. Dip those crispy golden French fries in it and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Loyal and true, the school song plays for Minot High as we get ready for our second period of play. We've got some time before that as we continue on in our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Premier Chiropractic focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. You can find Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Kirk Mason, and Dr. Becky Perry-Dobries at PremierChiropracticND.com. Premier Chiropractic, experience the difference. It's Nick Hulberg alongside of former Minot High standout and former University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux, Mr. Matt Morelli, here for our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Matt, an up and down first period of play here tonight. Shots are 7-7. Your overall thoughts on that opening period of hockey here tonight for both the Magi and for the Blue Jays?
Well, I think it was actually not too bad of a period there. I mean, both teams probably want to, fix a few things, and that's like normal after every period. But I think for Minot, they've got to realize when the Minot line is out there, you've got to get in his way. You've got to bottle him up, pressure him, hit him, clean, of course, and make him do everything the hard way. You can't give him any open ice. Nelson, the defenseman, handles the puck really well. He's crafty. You can't give those guys time and space. They'll make Minot pay. Minot, like I said, sharpen things up in your own zone. You like I said, you get in you have systems. Coaches have systems, and defensive play is so important, especially against teams that have an offensive a guy that's really good with scoring and good with the puck and is dangerous like Minot and those guys. You can't give those guys any opportunity. Make things as easy for Conklin as possible. The Jamestown goalie, Hillstrom, my fault. Hillstrom is such a tall kid, big kid. You're not going to get anything cheap by that guy. It's going to have to be a grind. It's going to have to be a rebound. It might have to be something greasy. But that's what it's all about. Most of the times, they're not those ESPN type highlight goals. They're going to be greasy, hard-working. They have to really work to get some goals. Probably need a break. Maybe you need something come off somebody's shin pad or it's just a deflection. Those are important. If you're Minot, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think that as the game wears on, Minot's got to wear those defensemen down. Get the puck down deep behind their defensemen. Wear them down. Jamestown played last night. Minot did not. So take advantage of that.
Minot returns to the ice. Got a visitor in the press box. Dave Zimmerman is up here, former Devils Lake coach, now with Minot State University, working with the Minot State program. Coach, I got to ask you, how are things going with Minot State? Are you enjoying your time at the college hockey ranks?
Yeah, that's a step up for me. And I'm really enjoying being with the guys. They're bringing out the joy to the game. I'm always learning something from them. And it's been a very fun season so far.
Fantastic stuff, Coach. I love that you're there and doing that with Minot State University. You do a fantastic job being a part of that staff. How do you think things are going? Obviously, a pretty good club. You guys are.
We had a lot of guys come back from last spring, and right now we're trying to piece it together to get ready for the second half run. I know the pieces are there, but the guys have to step up, play as a whole, and we have a good road trip coming up, so that will tell us where we're at.
Sure appreciate you. Good to see you. Thanks for your time. Happy holidays, Coach. Always great to see you. That's Dave Zimmerman, former Minot High magician. He coached Devils Lake for many, many years. Are you and Zimmer the same age, or you're little?
He's a couple years older than me, but it was Dave and Pete were a year or two older than me, and then Paul was my teammate. He was the same 85 grad with me. So there's a lot of Zimmerman boys. So they all kind of covered a lot of times in the 80s and early 90s.
Fantastic stuff. Dave was a longtime coach at Devils Lake, actually coached the Deaf Olympic hockey team, representing the United States of America. Just a great guy, great job. Now on the Minot State staff. Thought we'd bring him on and at least say hi as he came up to say hi here in the booth. Time for our second period of play here tonight as we get ready for the second. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard still reads scoreless hockey. Time for our second frame. Minot High's in white if you're just joining us. It's Jamestown in blue if you're joining us for the first time here tonight. We're underway for the second as the puck is dumped in by the Blue Jays and worked back in on Conklin's blocker side. Stop was made there. Puck comes down and deep here for Nenow. Minot High trying to shut down Nenow, one of the top players in all of North Dakota, if not number one. Puck comes up now to Jaden Luck. He's got his motor on. Luck's going to walk in. Luck sent it back door, tried to feed Jones, and it just got past Brock Jones. And now the Blue Jays bring it up to center. This is line one against line one here in this West Region affair to start the second frame. How much of a chess match do you think tonight really is between Stockert, Grubb, Bennett, and Jordan Willert? I mean, there's obviously some action here with a penalty coming, but how much of a chess match do you really think it is, Ben?
Well, I think you're right. I was going to say in between periods, it's so much strategy that most people don't realize with line changes. Minus the home team. They get the last change on the line change, and that is huge when it comes to going against the Nenow line and the Jamestown, their number one line, their number two lines. They're using those guys, it seems like, every other shift. Minot has got to stay with your plan. You got to roll three lines or more and wear those guys down. Get the fresh legs out there.
On the glove side of Hillstrom, we're going to have the draw coming. Strand, the official, in to drop it here. Etzlinger in to take the draw as Luck was kicked out. It's one back to Bradley. Comes back down to Swangstu. Swangstu down to the corner. Off it comes down here to Etzlinger. Back behind the net. It's Luck out front. Bradley turns and fires all off the stick of Hillstrom upstairs. And it comes back away down to Deal far side. Now Bradley again. Bradley turns and fires. Hit traffic. Comes back down to Swangstu. He'll fire. Rebound. Taken here by Etzlinger. Side of the net. Etzlinger works it up. Back over now to Zach Deal. To the point for Jackson Bradley. Back over to Deal. Deal's got trouble there as the puck is taken and sent all the way down here by Joe Cummings. And back of the retrieve is Jackson Bradley. Bradley back in behind his own net with Cummings all over top of him. Working it out to center now is Bradley with the help of Luck. He goes back into his D zone. They create real estate. The puck is worked up into the offensive territory as Etzlinger carries in. Etzlinger back off it comes Now to Deal. Point leader for the Magi's got 7 out in front. One-timer. Here's the drive and the stop right in front of the cage, and Hillstrom comes up big.
Oh, I think Jaden had a little more time than he thought. There was really nobody on him. He didn't really get as much on that as he wanted. I mean, but it's tough. You're under pressure. You're on the power play. Most times it's a one-timer. You don't have a lot of time. Just that nobody was on him. He could have even walked in a little bit. That's where we get back to previous games saying communication is so important. Getting these guys to talk. Come on, we know they all can talk. That's all they do. Kids do is talk. Getting into doing it on the ice is a whole different story.
Such a key piece to the whole equation is that communication. The game is so fast. That's the piece of this that, you have to talk in baseball, for example, but things unfold in the game of hockey so much quicker than any other sport. Puck's at the line where it's taken by Pickard. He drops it back across far side. Worked here back up top from Jones. We're down to 45 seconds of power play time remaining. Pickard across it comes near side. Sent back over to Jones off of Jackson Radke. Pickard's got it again at the line. Sent it in. He scored from the line. Briggs Pickard puts it through traffic. And the Magi strike for first blood. A power play goal that has Briggs Pickard picking up his second of the year.
That's possible. It could have been deflected. It's hard to tell. I'm not sure. Either way, like we were saying, you hit the net. Put it in. You got to get bodies in front of Hillstrom. He's a huge goalie for a high school player. So get traffic in front of him. Don't make it so easy on these guys.
Magi take a 1-0 lead. Let's see if that goal is going to go a different direction. Pickard will be in on the point. Let's listen in to Thor Nelson.
Scored by number 23, Briggs Pickard. Assist to number 7, Brock Jones. That's a power play goal. Pickard from Jones.
Pickard from Jones. About 3 minutes into this one here tonight. And Minot High's got a power play tally and the lead. Oh no, big hit over on the far side, and Aiden Deal went down hard. He fell right to the ice. That brought the attention to the trainer up. Deal's gonna limp his way off. Looks like he's gonna be all right, but he ragdolled pretty good after he was hit over in front of the Minot High bench.
Well, Aiden is not a big player anyway, so when you're along the boards, that's when you get nervous about body checks. And you want to be up against the boards and let the boards take the brunt of the abuse, but sometimes, just like you said, things happen so fast you don't have time to get on the boards.
Puck sent in. Hillstrom's out of the net to Plant. Worked around to the near side wing. Here come the Blue Jays up to center. Comes back down to Freeman. Freeman tried to make a move on it. It's sent back down into the corner. Take it here again from Reed Cooper back up to center.
Nice play by Schuster. That's all you got to do is just chip it out, make a safe play. Nothing fancy, but it makes the job of your teammates a lot better.
Schweigster's back in his own defensive territory. Works it all the way into the offensive zone. It's going to be taken away here for the Magi momentarily. Back the other way we go down for the Blue Jays. They're in. Nelson's over the line, but Jordan Kelly had the call offsides. Here with 13:22 left here in the second period.
Like we talk about, a lot of hockey, a lot of the game is anticipation. Your minus defenseman, you got to see that Jamestown mishandling the puck and they're coming in the neutral zone. You got to step up and take that. I mean, you got to be quicker at that.
Don't forget to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week. Jersey Mike subs a sub above in the Magic City. I went there on Friday, by the way, after I talked to you. Oh, it was fantastic stuff. I had the actual number. They have a number 99. I was thinking that was a Shots Crossroads joke when we talked to Chad Thompson from Jersey Mike's. They actually have a 99. It's a Philly cheesesteak with some extras on it. They mixed two of the subs together to give you the 99. My mouth is watering talking about it. It was fantastic with a capital F. Love that place, Jersey Mike's. They bring you our Player of the Week each and every week. Up to center ice it comes from the Blue Jays. Back of the retrieve is Swangstu. Swangstu's got it back in his own territory. He's going to start the motor again. Pushes this one up and at center ice taken away there by Regan Sortland. Sortland drops it off and Hunter Nelson's in. Nelson takes it back underneath the net. Nice play defensively there. Sweeping the stick away was Radke. And now it's Luck on the near side that continues to scrum for it. Pushed it up off of Esslinger, and back on the retreat for the Blue Jays as McLaughlin takes it away out to center, but it's Luck that regains control and sends it in off the glass. Small crowd on hand here today compared to some of our Tuesday and Thursday nights that we've seen at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena. Puck is going to be sent back in behind Conklin, where Morelli just sent it around the far side wall. Nobody there for the Magi. Rolson's got it back. He fired it towards the Minot high cage, and it was sent wide. Shots are now 11-7, by the way, for the Magi. Jamestown has not registered a shot on goal here in the second. There's one. That one went off the blocker of Conklin. All the way down it comes. And Minot High is going to go off for a 1-for-4 change, or 1-for-5 change here. My apologies. In the near corner. Puck's free down to back Morelli. Take it on the near side, top of the circle. Pushed off the near side wing. With it back is Ninow, and Ninow pushes it up to center ice. Bradley's got it here. Bradley carries it back and then sends it ahead forward up to Jones, but it's taken away by the Blue Jays. Offsides is the call. That offside's brought to you by Magic City Inspections.
Easy call there, but like you're Minot, you can't throw the puck away in your own zone. Morelli's got to be careful there. You're in. Sometimes you have to eat it. You just got to take it and just eat it, or go behind the net and just stop and let that attacker go the other way, because turnovers are going to play a big part here come down third period.
Aiden Deal on the near side trying to clear it. His first shift back after his bell was rung, maybe to say. Here's a drive on goal. Conklin made the stop. He'll hang on to it. And a face-off coming on Conklin's glove side. Here with 10:56 to play in the second. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard reads 1-0. Minot High on top on Briggs Pickard's second of the year. Visit Magic City Inspections at MinotInspections.com, by the way. Locally owned company for all your inspection services. Conklin, another stop there. 2 shots registered quick here from the Blue Jays as they get their motor turning here in the second. A drive in, Conklin save, swept down out of there, back up to the point. Comes away now to Zalumskis, and Zalumskis just chips it down into the corner again. Sent back out in front, side of the net. Minot High's got it as it's going to be taken from Buckmeyer, delivered back over and into the offensive zone for the Magi. It's Riley Hagan that sends this one down into the corner. Hagan's got the hit down low, but the puck is freed, and here come the Blue Jays. Back to center, Hunter Nelson onto his tape. He carries in. He'll fire it on, and Conklin makes a stick save. And I have to tell you, Conklin looks pretty darn good. A little shaky maybe at times to start this season, but he is really impressed over the last couple games here for the Magi.
He's solid. I mean, like we were saying, he doesn't move around a lot in the net. He just kind of stays in there, plays his angles well. He's not flopping all over the place, and which is good. I mean, he obviously got more experience than we do, so he knows what he's doing.
Puck goes away to the far side to Swags to push back over to the near side. Esslinger waited for it to come to him on the near side wall, and the puck was won back by the Jamestown Blue Jays. Deal fighting for it, far side wing, up the line. This puck sent in, tipped out in front, and then it went wide off of Max Mayhus. Back in behind the net, Blue Jays have possession down in deep. Puck is swept back up top, comes back across from McLaughlin. Comes back away to the near side wing, and the Blue Jays still maintain possession. 9.5 to play in the second. It's 1-0. Minot on top, but Jamestown is pressuring. Esslinger goes down to block a shot. Puck's touched by Nelson in the offensive zone, another offsides. That one brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Proudly helping the Magic City with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online, RogerWardMovingandStorage.com.
A couple nice block shots by Minot, Esslinger. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to cut that lane, that shooting lane off. I mean, hey, it doesn't matter. Just get a piece of it so it's not getting on net.
Center ice faceoff is pushed back into Minot High territory where Bradley's in after it. Minot High's going to have to turn the intensity up just a little bit. Here come the Blue Jays at the line. Tipped in front. That one went wide of the cage on the blocker side. It's going to be pushed back upstairs where it goes back away from Jorson. Out in front. Here's a drive, big save, Conklin. Comes back away now to Bradley, and Bradley trying to spin it out of there. Does, but it comes away now back to McLaughlin, who sends it right back in, and Bradley's on the retrieve. Bradley's got it behind. Bradley lost a handle on it, wrapped around in front, crashing towards the net. Morelli's going to take it and shovel this one up into the seats, but the net was already off its moorings, or else that might have been a 2-minute delay of game call on the Magi.
Well, are you sure that's the rule in high school? I think you can.
Can you do it?
I think in high school you can. I think you can fire it over the glass. In juniors, I think juniors on up is a 2-minute delay of game. But either way, they were having trouble getting it out of their zone. They had that top line out there pinned us in deep, but Minot had a couple chances to clear, and we're just not getting it out. And you don't have, you get the puck in the slot, you don't have a lot of time. If you're in doubt, just fire it out.
Drive from the line, knocked down. Eli Hansen took it over to the far corner. Hansen trying to spin it out of the zone. It's going to be pushed back in deep. Taken back away from Aiden Deal over to Freeman, and Freeman one hand on the stick, got it up to the near line to Matson. Minot High's having all sorts of trouble here clearing it out because the Blue Jays are buzzing right now. Here's a big hit on the near side. Matson says, here's one for you. He got into Sortland, and the puck comes all the way down where Schuster just couldn't get there in time on the icing with 8:15 to play here in the second. Minot High's got to weather a little bit of a storm here. The Blue Jays are buzzing.
Well, Minot's been caught in the last couple shifts, really standing around. You've got to like regroup and get back. Yeah, you said you can't run around your own zone. That's usually when bad things happen. But thank God Conklin's making some good saves for us.
Schuster's trying to clear far side. Puck was knocked out onto the midair of the far side wing by Gerhardt, and Gerhardt's in after it here for the Blue Jays. Gerhardt doesn't have any goals on the year, but he's got 2 points here in his junior campaign. Down to the corner, I'm sorry, that's not Gerhardt. It is Gerhardt down there, 2 Nelson in there as well for Jamestown. That's not Nelson, however, that's Lundy, 29, my apologies. Knew we had something mixed up there. Now the wires aren't crossed anymore. We got it all set for you. We know that this is Mayhus that brings it in and touches it underneath the goal line, goes up into the protected mesh and a stop of the play.
Minot got a break there. Minot's got to get there. They've got to start having shorter shifts. They should have changed the line the last whistle. It's not unusual to have a 20-second shift. Sometimes they're shorter. If you don't like, if you're a coach and you don't like what you see, you've got to mix it up. Get those guys off and get somebody out there you like, maybe the matchup you want, but Minot can't afford to be getting pinned down there like that in those long shifts. It's gonna be a goal for Jamestown.
In on the draw, the puck is taken back here by the Magi. Reed Cooper sent it away over to the far side. Esslinger went down. He was barreled into over on the far wall. That was Cummings. It got into him. Back up to the far side point. Minot pushes out now with Esslinger. The rolling puck comes all the way down to the goal line. It's not going to make it. They wave off the icing. Puck's underneath the net. Swagstu Sockered it away. Taken there by Jorison. Back over to the far side wall. Swagstu's got it back. He's in the faceoff dot, trying to move it on towards the net. Comes all the way back up to Reed Cooper. And Cooper sends it down underneath the goal line. Magi have it here with Esslinger. He works it around. Fires one on. Hillstrop made the stop with the glove. The puck rolled over into the corner after the shot was made. Comes down underneath the goal line. Odd angle there. It's fired across from Radke. Came all the way up to the point for Cooper. And now the puck is going to be taken and worked out to center here by the Blue Jays. This is Easton Romsdahl who carried in. Swagstu carried out. And Swagstu's going to bring it up over center with a backhand. Sends it in. And Luck's going to be the first one in after it on the forecheck for the Magi. He can motor. He's underneath the goal line. Trying to free it up to the near side wing. Puck is freed by the Blue Jays, and this is Mayhus again. Sent all the way down the length of the ice and back in behind the net. And icing is called here. That one brought to you by CleanTech. 24/7 disaster response and restoration services at CleanTech. Find them online, cleantechllc.us.
Minot's got to start winning some offensive faceoffs. We've got chances. We've been kind of getting outplayed this period by Jamestown. They've got to start winning some of these important faceoffs.
Off the draw comes here for the Blue Jays. We're going to work it up to the line. Bradley stepped in, got a stick on it, but it's the Blue Jays back across as Mahoney carries in. He's hit by Buckmeyer. Buckmeyer's down and deep, scrubbing down low. Puck is freed back to the point, thinking about the ripper. There was Zalumskis, comes back underneath the goal line. Now it's Luck. Trying to free it to Morelli. He does, and out to center it comes. Comes back away down to Rainey, and Rainey sends it in. seems to be Minot's Achilles heel here in 21-22, that they just haven't found a way to put together a full 51 where things have gone their way or had the foot on the gas pedal. Luck has it here. He's into the zone with Morelli. Morelli back to Luck. Here's a drive. Oh, one-timer. Hillstrom got across. There's your save of the game as Morelli to Luck almost made it 2-0.
Well, you got to hit the net, and that was a good play by those two guys. And you see the size of Hillstrom. I mean, he just takes up so much net. Even out of position, he's got so much length to his body. He can come back and make an easy recovery for him. So Minot's probably got to keep him down. I like the pressure, but Minot needs a good bounce back. They've had a couple rough shifts there.
Puck is going to be sent all the way down. That one off of the Magi, so icing is negated here. It comes underneath the goal line, trying to work it out front. Freeman's got it. Oh, no. Freeman took it right to the side of the cage. It's right into the blue paint.
Well, if anything, yeah, you never want to go up right in the middle, right in front of the net, and if anything, just throw it hard off the wall and take a whistle. But you see how sometimes just things happen so quick. Like especially starting to get down here, we've been applying some pressure. Let's not give up a easy goal for Jamestown now.
5 minutes, 4 seconds left here in this second period. Minot leads 1-0 on the goal from Pickard on the power play. That was at about the 14:30 mark. He was assisted by Big Brock Jones. Puck comes back away underneath the goal line. Jamestown offensive territory. They work it out front. Oh, one-time opportunity. Fanned on from Lundy. Sent in from the line. That one Hail Mary down to the corner from Braxton Jorgensen. Back up to the line. Sent wide of the cage. Jamestown is buzzing still. Comes back up top. Here's a drive that was whistled wide. Comes back away to the near side line. Sent back in from Connor McLaughlin. Underneath now, and Deal's got some real estate, and Deal moves it up to center where he connects with Matson. They're into the zone with Buckmeyer. Comes right out in front for Hansen, and Eli Hansen sends it in. And a glove save again from Hillstrom.
Hansen didn't have much on that one. I mean, it's easy save for Hillstrom, but either way, you might not get the puck, headman that puck quick. You're a good play by Aiden Deal getting it out. You said, make that first play the most important. Your first pass has got to be on their tape and out and quick, because Jamestown's not giving Minot a lot of room.
We've got an update from Williston coming up here. The Demons are at Williston, and Bismarck High leads Williston in the second period. It's 2-1. That might be a preview of the WDA title here in 21-22. Two teams that I've got pegged going back to the state high school hockey tournament. Coyotes and Demons in a dogfight here today. If you're just joining us on the PSP network, you're locked into a dogfight here, as well as the Magi and Blue Jays are deadlocked in a good one as well. Minot High has a slight edge at 1-0, but the shot favor belongs to the Blue Jays now at 15-13, and it's been up and down the ice here in this contest all afternoon from the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Up to center it comes into the offensive zone. You seen Nidau recently? I haven't seen Nidau in the last handful of shifts here. Delayed call coming, and the Blue Jays are going to go to the power play.
Well, here he comes out now, so he must be okay. Maybe he got banged up there for a little bit, took a couple shifts off, but we can't keep taking penalties like this against. We haven't had many, but this is not the team probably to give a power play chance to, especially when Nino's been rested a little bit on the bench.
Well, that's a fair assessment of this Blue Jays offense, with Ninow coming out now, and a player that comes into tonight's matchup with 19 points. That's 11 goals, 8 assists through 5 games on the season. You know he can bury it. Here's the power play for the Blue Jays. Comes up to Ninow at the line. Ninow is going to skate it down. Knocked down in front. Nice block there from Freeman. He went down to a knee, put the body on the line, and made the stop. Comes back to Ninow at the point. Ninow sent it back over onto the tape. McLaughlin. Freeman's down to the corner, still scrumming for it. Freeman trying to get a handle on the puck. He does now, and Freeman's going to have a lane here to clear it out. Tries to put it past Ninow. He does.
Good play by Freeman. Way to work there. It would have been nice. That could have been all the way down, but either way, you get it out of the zone, and let's make Jamestown regroup. And
Ninow back across with it, sent it across, and the stop was made. Rolson came flying over. He got robbed by Conklin. A minute 10 remains of power play time. McLaughlin sent it back over across. Up top it comes now to Nelson. wears a C on his uniform, goes back to McLaughlin, sent it in. Conklin had a stick save, and it goes back away down to Mahoney. Up top it comes. They work across over to Nidau on the near side, top of the circle. Big hit on the near side wall, and Jaden Luck's going to go to the box. And what will the call be here? A boarding. Luck got into Nidau. He went on the near side wall. Like the call, dislike the call. Don't mean to put you in the hot seat, but just one of those hockey plays that happens sometimes.
I think sometimes they're so loud and they rattle off the boards that they seem terrible, and it probably wasn't. I think he sidestepped him right at the end, but either way, you got to think positive and say, we got to kill it off. Now we got a 5-minute major for that, so that's even worse. So bad break for Minot High, and one of your better players out with Jaden Luck. So Minot, let's just take it one step at a time. Kill the first penalty. Get that killed off. And like I said, Jamestown, they want to probably go over some strategy, rest their guys. Minot's got to think, okay, penalty kill, you're taught, keep your stick down, block those lanes coming across. You got to, make them, make that they want to go for that tic-tac-toe play, especially with a 5-on-3. But if you're Minot, anything close, you can't take chances. If it's even close to you, you just fire it down the length of the ice hard. Don't even think twice. This is not the time to be thinking offensive when you're down 5-on-3. Well, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know if that was worthy of a 5. Yeah, we do. Of course, we're going to say that, but those are such tough calls for referees. Refereeing is tough. It just depends on the guy. It's like a penalty shot. We were talking about earlier yesterday, saying, what makes the ref say you just got a penalty shot or you don't get a penalty shot? It's just a 2-minute penalty. So that's a tough call. Same with these penalties along the boards.
It is such a fine line. They did a nice job today. And Andy Carton, of course, I had all the respect in the world for Andy. It was one of those plays kind of in our blind spot down here that just kind of happened. Here's a drive that came in, tipped on in front, up into the protective mesh. And a face-off coming on Conklin's glove side as that one escaped the playing surface.
We've said numerous times, hockey is a game. It doesn't have to be pretty. You kill these penalties. You're not looking for offense. You're looking to kill the clock. Kill the clock. Ice the puck. Just get it down out of your zone.
Nidau is up top with it. He'll send it in. And a can of corn there for Conklin. He went down and made the save.
We'll take those anytime. Anytime you get a whistle, you get a chance to rest a little bit, get your guys, maybe make a change if you have to. But man, a shot from the point and Noah can see it, plain as day, and that's perfect.
5-on-3 for the next 36 seconds. Nidau's going to walk in. He'll fire it upstairs. Oh, that was a twisted wrister. That thing had some mustard on it. You heard the glass go clank. Out of there comes Pickard with it. He tries to hammer it out. He can't. It's held in at the line. And it's worked back across. Nidau's got it again. Top of the circle. That one off of Conklin's glove. He makes the save. 15 seconds of 5-on-3 time for the Blue Jays. Deal was up top, trying to get it out of the zone. Got a stick on it. They shuffle it across to the far side for Nelson. Nelson handles here. Worked across to Nidau. Nelson's got 12 points on the year. Nidau's got 19. Next closest is 8 for Olsen. Puck comes all the way down. And the Magi kill off the first of 2 on this 5-on-3, but this next one is going to be up for at least 4 more minutes. It was a major boarding call, which resulted in a 5 on Jaden Luck, who's in the box. Tried to clear the zone on the near side was Pickard. Puck is going to be touched by the Blue Jays. They're whistled for an offsides. We're under a minute to play in the second, Matt. 1-0 Magi.
I hate to, you hate to get on guys about, winning draws, but you have to win faceoffs in your own end. You see how important faceoffs come down. That's make or break, kind of like special teams. They're so important because later in the game, you're losing a lot of draws. That's the difference between getting it out of your zone or not.
Off of Bradley, brought it back up to Nidau. Under a minute to play in the period. We got the call from Thor Nelson. Thank you, Thor. Into the offensive zone. It comes now here for the Blue Jays. He'll dump it down to the corner, back underneath the goal line. Comes back away from Lundy. Oh, there's a miscue at the point for Gerhardt. It's going to come all the way down. Swangstu short-handed. He's going to carry in. Swangstu right in on goal. Hillstrom got the big goal stick in the way and poked it where the Blue Jays regain possession, and they come back to center. Nidau goes coast to coast. He'll walk, turn, and fire. Conklin down into the pillows. He makes the save again. here with 22 seconds remaining. Man, Minot can sure twist it, can he?
He can skate. Like I said, we can't give that guy any extra room. Minot's got to do a job of maybe pressuring a little bit more. You can't let him get a full head of steam like that because you're not going to catch him. But going back to the play before that, good hustle by Svangstu. That's what you need. Make those guys, if they're going to mishandle the puck, you take advantage of every chance you can.
Blocker sign of the goaltender, Noah Conklin, who's seen 18 tonight, 11 here in the second. He stopped them all. Back up to the point it comes. Zalumski's back over to Ninow. Ninow coughs it up, and here comes Hesslinger. Hesslinger carries ahead. Kids caught him down. We're at 10 seconds. Hesslinger carries it down to the corner. Now 7, now 6, now 5. Hesslinger's going to look for a shot on goal here. Comes back up to Morelli, who sends it down. And we are through 2 periods of play. We're going to have some altercations or infractions coming at the end. Hesslinger was slashed. He turned around and slashed the wrong guy. There was 2 Blue Jays there. I wish I would have caught the numbers. One of them for the Blue Jays slashed Hesslinger at the end of the period. Hesslinger turned around and thought it was the other guy. The other guy was going, I didn't even do anything. What are we doing here?
Hopefully there's no penalties on that, but Minot, you got to be smart. You're already down a 5-on-4 for 3 more minutes, so there's no reason to make things worse. I mean, you've killed off just a little under half of it. I mean, we've said before, come on, you guys, you got to calm and cool heads will prevail. You're in a tight game here. Don't lose your head now. You killed off the 5-on-3. Now you got 3 more minutes to go. You get a rest. Whatever you want to think of the call, it doesn't matter now. You're beyond that. You have to think, let's kill it off. Positivity is contagious. Get out there, let's kill it off. Same thing. You're on a 1-on-2, whenever 1-on-3. Maybe just lug the puck, dump it in the corner. You're not going to probably beat 3 guys. And, I mean, when you're on a 5-on, when you're shorthanded, scoring goals shouldn't be your main priority. You should be thinking just dump the puck down into their zone and go from there.
Blue Jays will have 2:55 of that power play to start that 3rd period of play. Sure appreciate you for joining us tonight on the PSP Network. If you can, make sure to go to our social media platforms, social media pages, and give us a like and a follow. That certainly helps our mission of promoting local athletes across the state of North Dakota. Again, on the PSP Network, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Make sure to give us a like and a follow. We'll talk to Ken Oda from the Minot Minotauros. They're at home tonight, so we'll talk to the voice of Minotauros hockey. He'll have a full update on what to expect here tonight at the Pepsi rink as the Toros are in action. We're through 2 periods of play. We've got a dogfight on our hands tonight. It's 1-0 Magi at the end of 2. It's North Dakota High School hockey on the PSP Network.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
great smiles come from Vivetto Orthodontics.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm. Two periods complete from the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Ice is being resurfaced to get ready for our third and final played period in regulation tonight, the third period. Can you imagine if Minot High ends up in another overtime and shootout situation? That would be unbelievable, wouldn't it, after 2 rounds of that last week? The Magi lead 1-0 over the Blue Jays from Jamestown tonight. It's Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Premier Chiropractic focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. You can find them online, PremierChiropracticND.com. That's our family's choice for chiropractic care inside of the Magic City. You can talk to Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, or Dr. Becky Perry-Domries at PremierChiropracticND.com. You can find them there. We sure appreciate what they do for North Dakota high school athletics. We're joined now on the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report by the Minot Minotaurs, voice of the Toros, operations manager as well, Mr. Ken Oda. Ken, it's been a while, man. How are things going for you?
Going well. Good to be back with you, Nick.
Happy to be here tonight for a little high school hockey, and we're going to be happy to see a little Toros action tonight in the North American Hockey League after this matchup here tonight with the Blue Jays and the Magi. Sounds like things are going good for the Toros. Give us an overall outside looking in the nutshell how Toros hockey is doing in the North American League in 21-22.
Toros are top of the Central Division, all alone now after last night's big win over Austin. It was a long one last night, a 3-hour game. It saw 108 penalty minutes and 5 goals, but the Toros came out on top 4-1, and that was 6 in a row against Austin, who is now second place in the Central. So a good run here.
When you have that many penalty minutes, was it an old school affair with some fisticuffs and that sort of stuff?
Oh, yeah. It was. It reminded me of back the early days of maybe Minot-Bismarck type rivalries. There were a line brawl. There was guys in the penalty boxes barking at each other. It was a fun one.
Number 1 and number 2 in the Central Division of the North American Hockey League tonight. Tell us about how things are going as far as off-ice is concerned and community involvement and all that sort of stuff. 10 years inside the North American League, obviously things must be going fairly well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And tonight's one of our big nights of the year. It's the Teddy Bear Toss night. We've expanded what we do to that now with we're working with 10 not-for-profits in the Minot community. We did advanced teddy bear sales. We raised over $1,100 already for the not-for-profits through the virtual teddy bear toss that we were running the last couple of weeks. That's over now. Now tonight is just about bringing the bears to the rink and throwing them on the ice. Last time we did a teddy bear toss pre-COVID, we had 939 bears, hoping to top the 1,000 mark tonight.
Is absolutely beautiful. For anyone that doesn't know, tell us how the teddy bear toss works.
Well, we encourage fans who are coming to the game tonight to bring a stuffed animal. It doesn't have to be a bear, but we call it the teddy bear toss. And then when we score our first goal of the night, throw them on the ice, and we take those bears, we give them to Minot PD, the Domestic Violence Crisis Center, Project B, Nexus Path, the foster agency here in town, and they use those bears, while it's a fun night tonight collecting the bears, they use those bears during some not-so-fun nights. The officers carry them in their cars, whether it's coming up on a car accident that might have children in the back seat or going into, unfortunately, with the Domestic Violence Crisis Center, some families who are going into the shelter or officers coming up on domestic violence situations. Those bears go to bring comfort to kids during some times of real crisis. And we've raised over the last 9 seasons 4,500 bears. So that's a lot of smiles that we've helped put on faces that really needed them.
Yeah, that is fantastic stuff. Great job with that, by the way. And you got to tell us, are there tickets available tonight? It sounds like It's been a pretty hot ticket in the North American League and here in the Magic City, top of the attendance ladder in the Central Division.
We've got 1,900 tickets already sold for tonight, which means we've got room for about 200-300 more. So jump online, gotoros.com. You can pick up a ticket there.
It is going to be a packed house. It's going to be rowdy in here for sure.
It'll be fun.
Ken, we appreciate you, man. Keep up the good work with Toros hockey, and we'll have to have you on the Ice Time show to talk a little bit more, and we'll have to get a full recap as we come back after the turn of the new year. We'll have you on anytime, man. We appreciate you.
For sure. Thanks for doing this, and thanks for letting us talk a little bit about the teddy bear toss.
It's fantastic, man. Good luck tonight, and hopefully they score first and score often here tonight. That's Ken Oda, the operations manager and voice of the Minot Minotaurs of the North American Hockey League. This is our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. We'll come back, and Matt and I will break down the first and second periods of play here tonight on the PSP Network. Minot leads by a score of 1-0 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. We will have our recap of the first and second when we come back here to the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Get ready for a dogfight in the third, by the way. It should be a classic coming up as Minot leads by a goal.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
Two in the books. Time for one more tonight inside of West Region High School Hockey on the PSP Network. It's the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Premier Chiropractic, Dr. Becky Perry-Dobries, Dr. Kirk Mason, and Dr. Cody Haugen. Proudly bringing you North Dakota High School Athletics here on the PSP Network in a 1-0 matchup through 2 periods of play. It's Nick Hulberg on the call tonight alongside a former University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux forward, former Minot High great, Mr. Matt Morelli. Matt, through 2 periods tonight, we've found ourselves in a pretty good hockey game. 1-0. Minot leads this thing. Shots are 18-15. The recap of the period coming up in just a moment after your thoughts on it. I just want to pick your brain. First, let's start with Minot here tonight. Are they satisfied with where they're at the end of 1 tonight? Or end of 2, I should say?
I think they're probably liking the way the game is going so far, aside from that penalty late in the second period. But you can look at it either way. You have to kill it off. You just have to. You can't dwell on it. Whether it doesn't matter now, it's not going to change. We're not going to. It doesn't do any good dwelling on the fact that it's a 5-minute penalty. And those boardings are so tricky. I didn't know that if a boarding is an automatic 5. Check from behind. Yeah, I get that. But when you're already shorthanded, you can't really be looking to go and blow up a guy and lay him out. Most of hockey hits don't have to be big and exciting. They're slowing the guy down, the progress of another player, or applying pressure so they make a bad decision. You're shorthanded. You have to be a little smarter than that, and that's a tough call. I mean, it really is. Those are such a. You feel bad for the player, and of course you don't want anybody to get hurt on the other side. But then again, if you're Jamestown, there's their second game in less than a day. They're probably starting to feel the effects, the wear and tear of it. You're Minot, you've got to wear them down. You've got to get out there, get that puck deep, get it behind their defenseman, make them go back and retrieve the puck all the way in the corners. The more skating their defensemen do, it's just going to wear them. It's just going to be beneficial for Minot, especially late in this period.
For the Blue Jays and Matt Stockert that come out with 2:55 of major power play time. What do you think the X's and O's were like in that locker room? You think there's a lot of that with a guy like Nino and Nelson in there? Or do you think it's more so just, hey, guys, you got to go out and score a goal here kind of a thing?
Right. I mean, they're the same as Minot. They, don't be fancy. You got to get pucks on net. They want shots on Conklin. Give Noah credit. He's making the saves when he has to. Yeah, sure. Have we got a few breaks? Yeah, we've got a couple lucky breaks. But when you're short, you can't think of offensive. Your goal is to let your goalie see the puck, clear any rebounds out any way you have to. It's only going to be on your stick a split second. It's got to be dumped down hard. I don't mean out to neutral ice. I mean all the way down. So those guys got to skate 150 feet and get that puck. Minot can get some different guys out there, and you have to it comes down to. I mean, like I said, it's going to be a lot of line matchups right here, and this should be a good third period.
Hang on tight. It's going to be a fun one. Minot is in white, Jamestown in blue. If you're just joining us tonight, Briggs Pickard scored his second goal of the year about 2 minutes, 17 seconds into the middle period to give Minot High a 1-0 lead. The only goal to report in the entire matchup tonight, it was Brock Jones that had the assist on the goal. Minot High from the right to the left to the right here for the Blue Jays. They work it up top here with power play time remaining of 2 minutes and 39 seconds. That's major power play time, but it swanks to shorthanded that carries down into the offensive territory, goes to work on it. Puck is freed now by Nelson, and Nelson's going to carry it back up out to center ice. Puck's taken here by Bradley, sweeps it away on the near side. Comes back into the possession for the Blue Jays right in front of us here. Puck's turned up the wall again by Deal, and he sends it all the way down.
Nice play by Zach there. You can't be fancy. It's a will of getting the puck and firing it back down their zone. They don't have to look good. You just, cause problems. This should be an icing.
All the way down it comes, and it is. It's an icing that's brought to you by our friends at the UPS store. Sorry I spit on you.
No problem. Boy, if you're Minot, you take that one and run with it. You're having Jamestown ice the puck. I'm sure Matt Stockert is shaking his head, going, "What the are we doing? Icing it on a power play? That's just an extra little bonus time for Minot High." So Minot, just like I said, you got to be smart. Don't have to do anything fancy.
UPS store located on South Broadway, open 6 days a week. Perfect for your holiday shipping needs. The UPS store, the Marketplace Foods Plaza. Well, Jamestown's trying to deliver a goal here They haven't scored yet in this matchup against the Magi. They take it down to the corner. They work it out in front. Oh, one-timer. That one sailed up over the blocker side bar there from Mahoney. Comes all the way back up to the line. Taken out of the zone by Buckmeyer. And it's taken back away to the near side where in with it come the Blue Jays. Oh, big hit on the near side. No call on that play. Big pad save out in front. Buckmeyer's got it, trying to clear the zone. He's just going to skate it to the far side wing there with a backhand.
Oh, might have probably caught a break because that looked worse than
yes,
Luck's hit on there because he had his back fully towards the player. But mine will take it. I mean, you better don't do too many of those so they won't go our way every time.
Zalumski's down underneath the net, taken around. Minot High's got it, and they launch it all the way down the length of the ice. Yeah, that was a hard hit on the near side wing. Player's chin looked like it got caught up on the dasher board as well. That's always the scary situation. Anytime you get near that wall, you kind of cringe because you know that the risk factor anytime with those hits on the wall like that. A lot of room for injury there. Puck is taken back into the offensive zone by the Blue Jays. They carry down. Worked away to Hunter Nelson. Swangstu is on top of him. Pickard's got it back in behind. Underneath the net now. Nelson works it around. Top of the circle he comes. Sunday Stroll back up top. It comes over to McLaughlin. Fires in. Stop is made Conklin. Underneath the net, the puck is worked. Back underneath the goal line now. Back underneath up front. Nobody there. Swangstu's trying to clear it. Trying to push out of the zone. He can't. We're down to 13 seconds to play in the 5-minute major. Magi are trying to clear it, and Deal shot it right into the shin pads of one of the Blue Jays.
Oh boy, God, it's got to be off the wall. I mean, I know it's easier said when we're up here, but it's just little things like that makes a huge difference.
The Magi kill off a 5-on-3 in a 5-minute major, and now they have the motor running here with Luck, who's out of the box, who should be rested up here for the Magicians. Off away to Bradley, he coughed that one up in a big way. Comes away to Nelson. Nelson fires it up over the head of Noah Conklin, back away to the far side wing, and now Jones is going to try to move it out of the zone. He does.
Oh, there's a nice play by Jones there. You can see how important that reach is. He's so tall. All you need is just poke it out of the zone.
Jones has a collision down and deep. Puck is freed for the Blue Jays. They start the motor here, and here comes Hunter Nelson with Ninow. Ninow's in, top of the circle, back to Nelson. Out in front of the net. That one went wide of the goal mouth on the far side wing. Puck is going to be freed now to Nelson. Make it Ninow again up top. A drive knocked down. Radke got in the way of that one. Then Radke's plastered on the near side wall. He was close to the boards as well. No call on that play. Back up top it comes. Rene fires it in. Sends it around to the near side. Radke back at it again. And Radke's hit again on the near side wing. It's a long shift for Radke. Comes back away up off of Morelli. Trying to clear it out of there. It's going to come up to the top of the glass. Luck firing on it. Missed it. Sent out in front. Wide open. Morelli's got it. And Morelli's going to carry it up to center. He'll take it and dump it down into the corner. Hillstrom out of the net to play it. Minotoro's Teddy Bear toss tonight with the Austin Bruins. 7:30 game time. MinotorosHockey.com for tickets. Hope you could join us here at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena. That's a great cause, by the way. Ken Oda that is, talking about 4,500 and some teddy bears out in front. Whoa, wide open. Take it to the top shelf. They score. Puck was coughed up back behind the Minot High net. Who's going to come out of there first with the celebration? It's Zach Lundy's first of the year, and it's 1-1.
Minot got caught behind the net in trouble, and you see in those one-on-one battles, if you lose the puck and guys aren't picking up a guy in front, it ends up in your net. That's just Minot got to work behind the net, and there was nobody in front to pick up that guy. That usually ends up you end on the short end. You can't blame Conklin there. There's nothing he can do on that.
That's Lundy from Rolson. Ladies and gentlemen, get those 50-50 tickets out. We'll call the winning number for the next stop.
Lundy from Rolson. Jamestown's on the board, and it's 1-1. Here's a drive in on Conklin. He'll make the stop. He'll hang on to it. Shots are now 22-15 in favor of the Blue Jays. And we're tied at 1-1 here on the PSP Network and on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Yeah, 4,500 teddy bears plus over the last 9 years that have been raised for area needs. Domestic Violence Crisis Center, Minot Police Department, when they respond to those things. Fantastic stuff that they're doing with Minotoro's hockey. Here's a turnover. Deal's going to take it down. Deal to the side of the net. Down angle shot. Hit Hillstrom right in the belly. Comes back up now. Here's a drive in front. That one from Reed came back out in front of the net. Puck's taken away here by the Blue Jays. They work it on the near side. They fire it up over center. Comes back away to the far side wing, and it's dumped underneath Conklin. We're going after it. That's Reed Cooper that tried to take it away. Esslinger's going to try to clear the zone. He does. Here's a 2-on-1 man job. Esslinger's in with it. He's got Swangstu with him. Here's a drive. He scored. Oh, he fired, but there's a call behind the play.
Oh, that's got to be on Minot.
Esslinger fired it into the net, and as he did, Reed Cooper's going to the box. It was behind the play. And Cooper's got a tripping call. How about that dagger for the Magi?
Minor penalty's been called on Glenn High. Skater number 6, Reed Cooper. 2 minutes for tripping. That's Cooper.
Oh boy, that's painful. I mean, you got an odd man rush, and you take, like we said, there's times where you come on, you guys, you've got to be a little smarter and think a little bit better than that.
Well, when you can see a 2-on-1 developing to the other end of the ice, that one off of Conklin. Stop, save, rebound. Is it in the back of the net? It's not.
I think the whistle went, yeah. I think Jake Stack had blown the whistle. And if you're Minot right now, you better take a deep breath and get back to some solid play. We're letting, sometimes you're letting the emotion get the best of you. You're in a tight game. There's no reason to panic. We're not down. But, I mean, we've got to play. We've got to get back to aggressive play and smart play.
Here's a drive. Conklin with a stop. Man, he really looks good to me over these last couple games. He's been aggressive. Been up at the top of the blue paint, cutting off the angle. Just looked a lot more confident than he did in that opener against Devil's Lake, without question. Puck's back here on the near side wing. Third power play of the hockey game here for the Blue Jays.
Ooh, that was a close call on Jamestown. That could have been a high stick.
In front of the Minot High goal it comes. Nelson has it here on the near side. It's actually the fourth power play. My apologies for Jamestown. Up to center. Oh no, Luck went knee to knee at center ice. He goes down in a bad way.
Now that probably could be a 5.
It's going to be a game ejection. It looks like Andy Carton.
Yeah, he said right away, you're out.
Taking McLaughlin right off the ice surface. He's done. The real question is Jaden Luck okay? He's going to limp back to the Minot High bench.
You get the boards are one thing. When those open ice hits with knee to knee, those can end a skater's season
or a career.
Oh God, you get nervous. I don't care home or away person. You don't want to see anyone get hit like that. And sometimes you don't mean to. They come out like that.
Blue Jays skater number 3, Connor McLaughlin.
McLaughlin's going to find himself in the sin bin here. I'm sorry, he's going to find himself in the shower here. He's done for the night. Serving the penalty here for the Blue Jays is 6, Max Mayhus. Mayhus goes into the box, and let's see what happens with Jaden Luck. He's talking to Trinity Sports Medicine now.
I think you meant to say he can go help start the bus.
Yeah.
I mean, you hate to say that for a kid, but now if you're Minot, you've really got to, you're 4-on-4 for a minute 15. Then you get a pretty good sized power play. You generate some good opportunities here.
Minot's going to find themselves with a 5-minute major coming up, like you said, a minute 15, and then some pretty good power play time coming for the Magi here in this third period on that 5-minute major. Jamestown had a 5-minute major of their own back in the second into the third. They were unable to score on it. Here in the third, they had a power play, but it's no longer because Minot High finds themselves on the 4-on-4 situation after the knee-to-knee at center. Here comes Esslinger. He's up into the offensive zone. Esslinger carries across the slot. He had a goal that was scored, but it was Cooper that had the penalty back behind the play, so the goal was taken away from the Magi. Morelli over on the far side, scrubbing for it. Puck is going to be freed out to center. Here comes Nelson in on Pickard. It's a 2-on-1. Here's a drive, and down into the pillows goes Conklin. He makes the stop as Nienow and Nelson, the last two guys in the league that you want coming at you, probably besides Collins from Williston, along with Ekblad, would probably be the other two that you'd want to avoid coming your way. And Conklin made the stop. Face off on the blocker side. Conklin has seen 26 tonight. He stopped 25 of them. Back in behind the net for the Magi. We're on 4-on-4 action for the next 27 seconds. And then Minot High is going to get pretty hefty load of power play time in the 5-minute major.
If you're Minot, if you're Minot, you got to do a better job of handling the puck right now. You're making bad passes in your own zone. Come on, you guys. You know, fundamental hockey is making good passes.
Up to center it comes. Bradley's going to poke it free at the line. Actually held it in. Minot High is going to go back to full strength at 3:45 of 5-minute major power play time. And then the Blue Jays are charged with an icing here. As that one happened, I don't know if Stockert likes that call.
Well, that was a lucky break from Minot. I mean, yeah, I think it was icing. He tipped it, but it was pretty close to the red line. You see a lot of refs that just let that go. But hey, I'll tell you, that's the way it goes. Your follow through has got to be over the red line.
Power plays out for the Magi. A 5-minute major for the next 3 minutes and 40 seconds here. Taken here by Swangstu on the near side. He's going to stick handle on the near side. Up top it comes to Bradley. Sent it downstairs over to Jaden Luck, and Luck has it on the far side bottom of the circle. Back up top. Now away to Deal. Deal's got it again from Bradley. That one goes off the stick on the far side from the defense from the Blue Jays. Bradley has it up top again. Back to Swangstu. At the half wall, Swangstu spins it towards the boards. Now looks for the outlet. Finds Bradley. He'll walk and fire. Shot comes in. Rebounds out front. Taken here by the Blue Jays. Bradley holds it in. And Bradley's got it at the blue line, trying to work it deeper into the zone. Bradley now scrubbing forward here on the near side. Blue Jays are there with Roldson, and Roldson's going to push it back out to center. Comes back away now for Jones, and Jones has room. Jones with a backhand to Swangstu. Play developing here. Swangster's going to be hounded there by Nelson. Nelson took it from him and sent it all the way down the length of the ice where Conklin's out to play it.
Minot's got to do a little better job of moving the puck. You can't, those guys are going to pressure. They don't got anything to lose. But I mean, you got to do a better job of moving it quicker. That's what the power play. Find the open man, but be smart.
Esslinger went up to Matt Morelli. He coughed it up. We go back the other way now for Mahoney right in front of Conklin, and Conklin going to slow shop up here for the Magi. 7:51 to play in the third period. It's a 1-1 hockey game on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Minot High's got 2 minutes 16 seconds remaining of power play time. That's a 5-minute major that was charged on a knee-to-knee altercation with McLaughlin. And the Magi bring it up to center now with Esslinger. He's got Buckmeyer with him. Buckmeyer come over two. Here's a drive. He scored! Oh! Esslinger gets sweet redemption. Put it over the blocker, and it's 2-1 Magi on the power play goal from Kailton Esslinger.
The best thing about that is Minot's still got a full 2 minutes plus to score. And that's the thing you got to do is when you have a 5-minute major, you don't feel sorry for the other team. You let them have it. You can score as many as you want and as many as you can. And that's the way it is. And sorry, that's why you stay out of the box and avoid majors.
Second power play goal, that time for Kailton Esslinger. Let's listen to see if there's any assists on the play.
Skater number 16, Kailton Esslinger. Assist to number 21, Matt Morelli. And number 23, Briggs Pickard. Power play goal, Esslinger.
Pickard and Morelli in on the assist for the Magi. Here's Morelli down in deep. Turns the outlet back to Esslinger. Esslinger from behind the net worked it back up top for Pickard again. Pickard across it comes. Buckmeyer sends it down. Back over to Morelli. Morelli bottom of the circle. He's going to walk out. He'll turn and fire. Sent that one wide on the glove side. Puck comes back up to Pickard at the line. Pickard onto his forehand now. Delivers down to the corner. Back away to Esslinger. And Esslinger's going to work it back to the near side wall. Up top it comes again from Pickard. One-timer. Buckmeyer fired that one, didn't get all of it. Comes underneath the goal line now, still scrubbing for it. Morelli hog-tied down and deep. Out with it comes Eli Hansen, and Hansen's got it here. Hansen's going to turn the corner and go towards the net. Look to fire it, came to Morelli, fired it on, big stop, Hillstrom. Puck came back away now here to Esslinger. He had that one poked away by Nenow. Conklin's out of the net to play it, and Conklin moves it back up here to Pickard on the near side. 45 seconds of power play time.
Oh boy, you got to catch those passes. I mean, we were moving the puck up ice. Anywhere near you, you got to have them. All of them. And we're all guilty of it. We're misfiring on a couple passes. Come on, you guys.
Up to center it comes. Swagstew's into the zone. Swagstew's going to take it down, back underneath the net, working out from behind. Swagstew delivers back up to the point. Bradley's got it here. That one right off of Bradley's tape, and it comes away to the near side wing. It's going to be sent back in. Conklin makes the save. He's going to have to hang on to it. Bradley felt the pressure at the blue line, and the Blue Jays took it down towards Conklin. He made the stop. 5:47 left here in the third.
I mean, you see how important puck handling is, and making quick decisions. You don't have a lot of time. You feel pressure at the blue line. You just got to fire it in the zone. I don't care where you fire it, but get it off your stick, because they're looking for a chance to go the other way. And because like I said, they're down. They're going to have to start taking a few chances here pretty soon.
Puck's up to center and fired right back in. Bradley's got it here. And the Blue Jays are going to come back to full strength. The damage was done, however. Oh, boy, Bradley had that one taken from him right on top of him. Coughed up there is the D-man from the Blue Jays. Gerhardt took it from him, but now it's Luck up to center that motors in. Jaden Luck's got the burners on. He comes in and shoots. Oh, sent it upstairs.
That might have ended the game right there.
Puck comes back away on the near side wing. Back up to Bradley at the line. He'll skate in with it, hits the brakes. Fan down it here on the near side wing. And back up to the point it comes, where Luck continues to work on it inside the blue line. 5 minutes on the dot now right here to play in this third period. Icing on the Blue Jays.
Hey, that's okay. That's not all that play by Luck there. Just grind it out. You're a 1-on-3 along the wall. If they want to ice it, by all means, let them do it. And the thing is, it comes down to just little things of the game. Come on, you're getting down to crunch time here. Jamestown's going to be applying pressure. Nenau's line's going to be out there for long shifts, I'll guarantee it.
Blockers side of Hillstrom. In on the draw it comes. Up to center. Jones is back on the retrieve. He's got Briggs Pickard with him. Time to start voting for tonight's MVP of the contest, brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, home of the MVP experience. Luck's into the zone with it. He's tied up inside the blue line. Puck lays there, and it's pushed up to Nenau. And Nenau's going to walk in on Bradley. Bradley trying to knock it down. Comes back away to Lundy, who's got the goal for Jamestown. Sent it in. And Lundy's got it back over there, far side wing. Jones just sent it back into his own zone.
Come on, if you're Minot, you got to make smart plays. Get over the red line, just pop one in. There's nothing fancy about it, but if you're a 1-on-3 or 1-on-4, you're probably not going to beat those guys.
Up to center it comes here from the Blue Jays. They send it back in beside behind Conklin. Underneath the net, you can vote for the MVP of the game, by the way, on our Twitter at Network PSP, or send us a message or a comment on Facebook, PSP Network. Under 4 to play here in the regulation.
Sorry, I meant to coin one of your phrases. The refs are going to let everything go. Like you say, prison rules. The whistles are probably in their pocket unless it's really, really a flagrant call. They're not going to call anything. You're talking the game's on the line with less than 4 minutes. It's got to be take a guy's head off before they're going to call anything.
Back underneath the net, away to the near side. Taken by Radke. Goes to the far side. Here's Brock Madsen trying to clear the zone. He does. Buckmeyer was in on the forecheck there. Comes back to Radke. Now Madsen, look out, heads up. Madsen got out of the way of that one. Nice play from Madsen. He was about to take it down in a hard way here on the near side. I couldn't say what I wanted to say in a high school hockey game.
Family atmosphere.
Yeah, family atmosphere. There's kids watching at home. Puck comes away to the near side, into the zone it comes. Nelson's got it. He'll turn and fire. Scary part for the Magi at this point in the game with 3 on the dot to play in the third is when you've got Nenau and Nelson on the other side. This is the time of the game that kids like that live for and what makes them so good. Icing's going to be waved off down to the corner, or is it not?
Oh, boy.
Right to the line.
That could have gone either way, but, I mean, that's the way it goes. If you're Minot, I mean, I would say Minot, maybe call a timeout here pretty soon and let these guys get rested up. Get the guys you want out there that are well rested. I mean, there's nothing wrong. You have a timeout. You use them. It's strategy.
Blocker side of Noah Conklin. 2:48 to play here in the third period. Here's a drive that went just wide of the glove side. Puck comes down to the Blue Jays again on the near side wing, but it's Cooper trying to clear it out of there.
Man, you just got to pop a backhand off the glass and get it out.
2.5 to play. There's that off the glass play you're talking about. It comes all the way down to the left of the 6'5" Brody Hillstrom, the goaltender for the Blue Jays.
We've said before, young guys, it's hard to teach them how to not put a little touch on it. I don't know if touch is the right word, but not a little more gentle when you're the college guys and the pros are so good at that. They just have enough where it just gets down inside the, down by the goal line, and you're going to miss some. But when it's pressure time and you're tired, it can't be an icing.
Especially when you get to those next levels where your guys can't come off the ice surface. Here's Jones trying to clear it, held it at the line nicely there by Zalumskis. Comes back out in front now. Morelli's got it. Morelli tried to fire to head forward. He hit traffic. Comes back away to Morelli. He's trying to clear the zone. Still, he was almost dumped into his own bench. Comes away to the near wing, and the Blue Jays have it. 2 on the dot to play in the third. Buckle up tight. This one not done yet from the Pepsi rink in the Magic City tonight. Here comes Nolan Nenow, walks it down, fires. Oh, Conklin went down onto the pillows and robbed him. Nenow tried to go upstairs. Conklin said, I don't think so.
Well, Jamestown's already used their timeout. I don't think I think you're Minot. God, get guys settled down. Everybody's getting excited. They know there's pressure in these last 2 minutes. They seem like 10 minutes where just time's going down. But yeah, they're gonna pull their goalie now, it looks like.
Empty net at the other end of the ice here for the Blue Jays. You see the net is vacated. Here's a drive that comes in from Nenow. Stop is made. Out in front for Bradley. Puck is taken here. Sent in front. Nenow one-time attempt. Nelson's got it out. It's turned aside. Fired just wide of the cage. 90 seconds approaching in regulation. Comes back up top. It is worked across the blue line. Across it comes Sortland. Sent in front. Save rebound. Oh my goodness. Somebody call the cops. You've got the save of the year from the goaltender Conklin. He came across, went down into the splits. Oh, wow.
I think he thought he had an open net. I think we did too. And either way, he got across, got his glove on it somehow. And that's what you need. Like we're saying, if you're a goalie and you're kind of feeling it, you need to make some saves that you're probably not expected to make.
Well, that was one that I think Nolan Nenow thought he was going to put to the cookie jar. Oh, my goodness. What a save that was. That one's going to make the highlight reel for sure. Wow.
Great save.
Capital W, capital O, capital W on that one. 30th shot of the hockey game, and it should have been 2-2, but Conklin comes up with absolute highway robbery. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the third. Minot leads by a goal at 2-1. Empty net at the other end of the ice. Puck is going to be sent down into the corner. Jones after it. Moved it across far side. It's Pickard trying to clear it. Jones trying to flip it up.
You got to have that out.
Puck is going to come back underneath the Minot high net where Bradley goes to work on it here on the near side wing. Now it's taken here by Morelli. Has a chance. Rolls it down like a game of shuffleboard too long.
Well, they said there's nothing wrong with that, especially at this point in the game. But like Minot, maybe Minot doesn't want to use their timeout to rest Jamestown. So I can see it both ways. And it's probably a good strategy by Minot's part. Jamestown's dog tired right now, so maybe just keep things rolling.
Minot played Thursday. Jamestown played last night. They beat Century in overtime. So not only did they need 51 minutes, they needed more time last night. Had to get on the bus and travel to Minot here today. 45 seconds in regulation. What a tilt today here at the Pepsi rink at the Mesa Arena here today. VFW was busy the last 2 nights. Tonight it's the Pepsi rink. 30 seconds remains here in regulation. 2-1. Minot is on top, but here comes Nenow back to the other end of the ice. Nenow into Pickard. Pickard took him down, and the puck is taken underneath where it comes back away now to Nelson. All right, kids, cut him down. We're at 15 seconds right now. Puck comes up top. It's taken. Work back away far side, sent out in front. Here's Deal, has a chance. He fires it down. Oh, he just missed.
Oh man, it's like that's where it's like, how about just chip it out to center ice? Yeah, I mean, you don't want to bang on Zach Deal. He's had a good game today, but that's the problem. If you ice it, now here we are, 7 seconds left. Now we're saying get back to those face-offs. How big is of a face-off is this right now? Maybe Minot calls timeout, but maybe not.
This is a big one. In on the draw on the blocker side, it's the Blue Jays that win it back up to Nenow at the point. Sent towards the net, 2 seconds now on out in front. Minot High comes away with a victory here today on their home ice. 2-1 the final in an absolute slobber knocker here at the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. We'll have Jordan Willard in our post-game show. We'll have our full recap of this one as well. The Magicians get the victory today. here on the PSP Network. Hats off to the Blue Jays, however. They played well, 30-20. The shots favor the Blue Jays, but the Magi get out of here with a 2-1 victory to improve their record in the region to 3 wins, 2 losses in the shootout. Jamestown falls to 4-2. Shots Crossroads postgame show comes up next. We'll do that when we return to tell you how the Magi mustered up a 2-1 win today here at the Pepsi Rink.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient...
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
Final tonight at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena is 2-1. The Magi escape in regulation with a victory over the Jamestown Blue Jays. This is our Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. Shots Crossroads home to the famous number 99. They're open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. A big thank you to Shots Crossroads, where team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. It's fantastic stuff at Shots Crossroads. Everything on that menu is great. Try the banana cream pie, I'm telling you, or the famous number 99. Nick Hulberg alongside of Matt Morelli here tonight as we break down a victory for the Magi, a 2-1 final tonight as the Magicians take down the Blue Jays. Man, it came down the stretch, didn't it, here tonight? Minot High really had kind of a gritty win at the end, coming away with 3 points and a big 3 points in this West Region affair.
Well, those points, like you said, are huge, and Minot, I mean, yeah, okay, it's been a tough week with some guys out, sicknesses and what have you. But I mean, Jamestown's coming off of playing last night. You take advantage of that. You wear them down. You apply pressure and make them, do things they don't want to do. Give up the puck and make bad decisions. And there was some pockets of sloppy play by Minot too. But like you were saying, it seemed like when Jamestown had us pinned in there, Conklin came up with some big saves. They all weren't highlight saves, but the one in the third period where the guy was on the doorstep, I can't think of what Jamestown's number, and it looked like an open net, and he somehow slid across with his glove and saved that. I mean, that was probably a crucial turning point of the game because it was a 2-1 game at the time, late. And if you're Minot, you like we were saying, you take them any way you can get it, especially you've had a couple struggles at home the last couple games with those tough shootout losses, and those are hard to swallow. That sits with players, and you can't. I mean, they're competitors. Everybody wants to win, and when you're at home, you want to do well in front of your home fans, and get bigger crowds and get the excitement for the game, and you have games that you probably let slip away, and that's hard. That leaves a crappy, bitter taste in your mouth, and if it doesn't, there's something wrong with you.
Well, that's the big part to where this season is heading right now for everybody in the West. Points are just on a premium, and in my mind, I emphasized that the other night with John Grubb, and you and I talking about it down in Bismarck. The legacy game, is it a must-win for the Magi? Well, it's early in the year, and it's going to be a horse race down the stretch no matter what, and you're going to have to play your best hockey at region time anyway, but how much better is the season and how much more confidence do you have heading into that region tournament, I guess, is my point of emphasis on that you get to the region tournament and you only have 2 losses on the year. You should have a lot more confidence than you would if you had 6 or 7 coming in, wouldn't you think? I mean, maybe that's not the way to shake that down, but that's certainly how my brain operates, I guess.
I mean, you've been saying since day one, the West is pretty much up for grabs. There's a couple teams that are probably playing maybe a little bit better and more consistent than others. Like we were saying, you get on a roll. If you get some momentum going, that's such a big thing for teams and young kids and these guys. Okay, say they've had a couple stingers in those shootout losses, and that's got to sit with you. It's got to weigh. They think it's on your mind because you let points slip away. But now this week you had a tough, first-year legacy team. And then you get the 3 points on the road, which is always tough. Then you come at home and you play Jamestown, which is pretty good. Is a pretty darn good team. They've got some skilled players. Matt Stockert always seems to push the right buttons. He's been coaching a long time. You can't say he doesn't always know what he's doing. They always do. They have tricks, and they're going to try different things that Minot probably hasn't seen before. They're going to leave guys out lengthy shifts and double shift players. They have to. It's strategy, and you're looking for Minot. You got your home team. You got the last change. You can see how important those are. I mean, Minot, you can't really fault it. You won 2-1. That was probably a good team win. I think the coach is saying, listen, let's have a day off tomorrow. You enjoy it. Minot gutted that one out. I don't think there's any other way to say that was gritty. And if you don't think Conklin I'm not to say he stood on his head, but though seems like his confidence level is getting better and better as these last 3-4 games go. And we're not scoring a ton of goals, so if you're not scoring a lot, then you got to sharpen it up in the defensive zone.
And Conklin certainly did that tonight. He's going to be a part of some of our elements to this post-game show coming up. Time now to look at the game reset tonight, brought to you by our friends at Clean Tech, where you can get 24/7 disaster response and restoration services. Find them online, cleantechllc.us. This recap also brought to you by Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services to make sure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online, minotinspections.com. And finally, the UPS store delivers this as well. Perfect for the holiday season. They're open 6 days a week. UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza on South Broadway. Minot struck for first blood tonight. Briggs Pickard's second of the year. A shot from the blue line. 2 minutes and 18 seconds into the middle period. Brock Jones had the assist on the goal. And Minot led 1-0 at the end of 2. Nobody scored in the first. However, it was an up-and-down hockey game where the shots were 7-7 in the first. Conklin made 11 saves in the second. Hillstrom made 7 saves in the second. Shots were 11-8 in favor of Jamestown. We get into the third period, Matt, and we knew it was going to be a tight one. Jamestown started with a 5-minute major power play on a Jaden Luck boarding call that resulted in a 5-minute major with 1:05 remaining in that, with 3:05 remaining in that second period. And unable to find the back of the net were the Jamestown Blue Jays. Minot ended up killing off that penalty and getting a goal scored against after that penalty was scored. It was Zach Lundy that scored the goal. Brooks Rolson had the assist on the play. Minot got a goal late from Kelton Esslinger on the power play. Matt Morelli and Briggs Pickard had the assist on it at 9:18 to make it 2-1. Minot hangs on for the victory. We've got the coach, Jordan Willard, standing by right now. Coach Willard is ice level, so we'll talk to him and then give you the rest of that recap in just a moment here on the Shots Crossroads postgame show tonight. Coach, fair to say that was a gritty win tonight with a capital G. Can we write that one down that way? Is that fair to say? I got bad news for you. We've got a tech issue with that microphone, man. I apologize. We had you on board. You sound like Star Wars Darth Vader from Star Wars all of a sudden. I'm not kidding you. We want to have you. We want to hear what you have to say. We apologize. Just give everybody at home a wave instead. We'll get that fixed for the next matchups. Jordan Willard, I'm sure he's happy after the victory. We'll just mark it down like that here tonight. I'm not sure what that was all about, but we do appreciate Coach's time here tonight as well. The rest of that recap, Matt, in the third period, Minot High was outshot 12-5, and again, it was Conklin that made 11 saves again in that third period. Hillstrom made 4 saves on 5 shots. Total shots on goal tonight, 30-20 in favor of the Blue Jays. They outshoot Minot tonight, 30-20, 29 stops to 18 in the contest as Conklin had the upper hand in the goaltender battle here tonight. Scoring by periods, none in the first, 1 in the second for the Magi, 1 in the third for the Magi and the Blue Jays, 2-1 final. Quality scoring chances, Minot High had 7, Jamestown had 9, according to the official scorekeepers. Faceoffs 1 favored Jamestown at 29-25, and Minot High's power play tonight ended up with a 2-for-3 ratio on the power play. Not a bad mark for them. And for the power plays on the other side, Jamestown was not able to find a power play goal. We're going to come back to our Shots Crossroads postgame show. When we do, we'll name our Minot's Finest Collision Center and MVP of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips here tonight. We'll also name our Move of the Game, brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage here tonight, as the Magi take a 2-1 victory to the bank over the Jamestown Blue Jays. We'll wrap it up when we come back. It's North Dakota High School Hockey here on the PSP Network. Final tonight for the Pepsi Ring 2-1. This is the Shots Crossroads postgame show tonight. Time to announce our Roger Ward Moving and Storage Move of the Game and our Sport Clips MVP of the contest here tonight. Start with Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across country, Roger Ward Moving and Storage can help you with your moving needs. They also can help you with your storage needs. Find them online, rogerwardmovingandstorage.com. No question here tonight that the move of the game was from the goaltender's glove from Minot High and Noah Conklin. He came across and made a save in the third period on a yawning goal mouth where Nolan Nenow was about to tie the hockey game up at deuces, and it was highway robbery. Any argument that was not our move of the game here tonight? That certainly was one heck of a save from the Minot High netminder.
Conklin is coming up big when at just the right times for Minot. And you can't, like those shootout games, the losses on the two shootouts, we're just not giving them enough offense. Tonight was very similar. We figured it would be a pretty tight game. We're right on. I thought there would be probably a few more goals by each side, but Minot, it kind of like just hung around. It was pretty consistent play. We had some times where we mishandled the puck and things like that, but you can see Jamestown, they're dangerous. They've got some guys that are, you can see why they have 15, 17 points in 5, 6, 7 games. They're players, and they got skill, and you can't give them that much room. They brought on the heat in the third period, and like we were saying, Matt Stockert always has some skilled guys, and he rides those guys, and you have to. And Minot, we had a couple times, it was kind of both sides. We had a penalty, and they had a 5-on-3, and then Jamestown took the major in the third period. So it's one of those things where you just have to grind it out. You can't think of what are we doing wrong. Let's just like the time is so crucial. It was about a minute 50, I think, when they pulled their goalie. I don't know about you, but that seemed like a long 2 minutes when you're trying just to saying, you're like asking the time guys, do you guys have the clock on?
Do you hit the button or not?
Yeah.
100%. Move of the game brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage tonight. Noah Conklin with that honor here tonight with his stop on Nenow late in the third. Moving across town, across country with locations in Minot, Bismarck, Aberdeen, and Fargo. It's Roger Ward Moving and Storage and Jobbers Moving and Storage with the move of the game here tonight. Time for our MVP of the contest tonight, brought to you by Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP experience at Sport Clips in Minot and in Bismarck. Get treated like the real MVP at Sport Clips and the Sport Clips Haircut MVP experience. Noah Conklin's had his name said plenty of times tonight. He gets it said again here tonight. I don't think there's any doubt on this one. Noah Conklin, my MVP of the contest tonight. Without his performances here, Minot High would have been in some trouble. He is our MVP of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. We thank them for their support to the PSP network as well. An update on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Bismarck High takes down Williston tonight, 3-2. That game in Williston. I said it the other night, there's, a new sheriff in town, and that's the Demons. They're back, and they are unbeaten at the top of the list inside of conference play. With the win here tonight for the Magi, speaking of records, Minot High is going to improve to a record on the season. Their first win at home tonight, by the way. They were 0-3 coming in tonight. They're going to improve to 3-0 and 0-2 inside. What would that be? They're 3-2 in the West region. 2 of those games were shootout losses for them, so 3-0-2 for the Magi. Overall, the Magicians now are 3-3 on the season. Jamestown and Matt Stockert's Blue Jays fall to 4-2 in the West and 4-2 overall. We're back at it on Tuesday night when the Magi take on the Bismarck High Demons here at the Pepsi Rink. Get ready for a good one on Tuesday night. We'll have the call for you here on the PSP Network. PSP Network will have game times and pregame show times. We'll be on 25 minutes before puck drop. I believe that's a 7:30 start. Puts us on the air at 7:05 on Tuesday night. Check PSP Network for the full schedule. A doubleheader that night. There will be more basketball on in Bismarck. St. Mary's is at Legacy, I believe. St. Mary's is playing at Century, Legacy, or Bismarck High. One of those three coming up on Tuesday night as well. Matt, we sure appreciate you as always. Great job here tonight. That was a fun one to be a part of, wasn't it?
Great game.
Absolutely. We appreciate your time. Big thanks to Braden Byers on the tech side tonight as well. Braden, great job as always running camera for us. doing our social media as well. Thank you, Braden. Great job to you also. Big thanks to Matt Stockert and Jason Bennett for joining us tonight. We apologize to Jordan Willard. We tried to get him on. We just couldn't make it happen here tonight. We do apologize. Final time from the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. 2-1's the final on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. The Magi have won 2 straight. They take down the Blue Jays tonight in a West Region affair until Tuesday night. We hope you have a great weekend. Have a good night, and God bless.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.